Shh, don't mention it.
Wait, what is session 67?
Bleh. Okay.
He didn't even introduce himself this time as a new producer.
he I mean he has
He's flustered now.
All right, Hatala.
Okay, so over a month ago, we had our last session, and we learned a lot during that, and we're in a bit of a pickle. But let's kind of go over what things we learned and where we're kind of sitting right now. We had talked to the princess. We had gone into the past and learned what happened and why the town or city or this area is affected the way it is, why no one dies, and we explained that to her the last time we were on, and told her that her father was shoved into and is powering a machine that is keeping everybody alive. And we learned that Mr. Lakewood, our benefactor, is actually likely connected to this place, and that king, the sister of the princess, somehow left the kingdom at some point. That may be a descendant, or he may be a descendant of them. The fortress is blocked off by magic, and the system that protects it targets things of non-human. So we need to get in there to be able to get to that machine, and it may be the only way to get there is through finding a portal key and using a portal to get there, or an opening, whatever portal key we find. Corb wants to tried to find out about a cipher needed to read something that we had found previously, and he learned that in order to decipher it, we would need an object that gets placed on it in a certain location. We also learned that the cold, this creature that has been coming at us, there's a few different things of creation stones. There's mid grades or births from it. The cold is a creation of death and air, and the worm is a creation of death and cold. One of the other things that occurred is Hatala shadow is beginning to affect her more, or put a weight upon her, after the effects from getting the fire on it in the past. Maybe, or it could be because the cultists are close to her. But she began to feel like it was pulling away from her, or almost trying to leave. Kor shoots fire at Hatala's shadow using the oven he had, that which better focuses his powers. The splitting goes away, but she does still feel the heaviness. And then Cor asked Winky if he could make a gauntlet from the stove, because clearly that would be a very helpful item. It's very powerful and very nice and very cool. Anyway, as we continued on, we ran into some flesh golem things, blah, blah, blah. But we did end up coming to a flesh golem began pulling itself back apart, or back into each other. And it had a kind of tank on its back. And Neetup created a wall with an opening to let Core light the oven up on the other side. And it was, sealed. Clearly, we were going to destroy the flesh golem on the other side. And shoots, boom. We basically made a reverse gun, so Core ended up getting blasted, and the oven was completely destroyed. And Core took a little bit of damage and had a little bit hard time hearing after that. Anyway, the oven was destroyed. The attack actually created obsidian on the walls. It was so hot. But the obsidian was thin and useless, but it was an interesting thing to occur. Anyway, we continued on and we found a few doors, a few things, a few rooms. We did come through a metal door, and there was a bow that we found, and Akkar was able to see a ghost, one of the archers that we had seen in the dream in the past. And when they shot an arrow, they hit a friend, and then they missed their next shot, and they said something along the lines of "fate is fickle." Maybe dealing with the bow and what it can and cannot do. Anyway, we head towards the central tower. The tower is badly damaged. The upper floors are very dangerous. They're about to fall apart. So we check out the basement. The walls seem to be ancient stone. And we find the main hall of the keep, and we go through a heavy door. And there was a fireball. We found a bunch of stuff inside there, but as we were going through, looking through this stuff, dealing with whatever it was we came across, none of that's too important. We began to hear footsteps coming from the south. and it seems to be the cultists, and we decide we need to run and avoid this fight, and that is where we are.
I do want to add, it was like a whole army of stuff coming. It wasn't just like, hey, there's like 5 guys. Just,
Yes,
just
you
a
hear
number of people.
marching.
There's like 1,500.
Okay, so y'all are now at the edge of this little fort, and you can hear the noises from the south much more clearly now that you're outside. And your best bet is you're going to have to go a bit more north, but your destination is northwest. So you're going to have to cut, and they're coming from the southeast. They're heading in a northeastern direction towards you. So you are going to get a little close to them, and this area you're at right now is perfectly flat. So there's nothing obscuring visibility much. The area they're coming from is a little bit more Mount Hilly, so you haven't been able to see them yet, which means they haven't been able to see you most likely either.
But the direction we're heading in would be flat ground, is what you're implying.
Correct.
And the location we need to head to is northwest? Is that what you
Correct.
said?
Yes.
So we need to take off in this as soon as we can. We need some kind of distraction, though.
Run away!
Just
Run away!
I don't know why I'm looking for spells. Never mind.
I mean,
run
you
as
could have tried
fast as
mist
we
or something.
can.
You could try,
Nope.
you know?
I've been warned. This is
Yeah.
called character development, guys.
There's a chance your spell could work, or there's a chance your spell could do horrible, or it could do something great. You don't know.
I mean,
But I can use my
You-
elemental skills.
Yes.
So I could make like
Trench.
a trench, or do we want
There's
to try?
lava under the
Do we
ground.
do we want to just try and open up a
Right.
giant
Are
hole?
they going to cross that lava to get to us?
And remember, your range is limited with that, so you can't like launch it across the battlefield.
Right. So I'd either have to I'd have to walk the entire length of the area I'd want to turn into a moat to do that. So I don't
Hello?
think it'd be like feasible.
You
Well,
have
I mean,
arrows.
We can get out of range of arrows eventually.
All I
Well,
can
at
think of
this
is
point,
Aladdin
they
when
still
the monkey
haven't
has the
seen
sword.
you.
Right.
If they see
Yeah.
you, odds are they're going to chase you.
Yeah, we probably just
can't we trick
All
them?
right. So
need to
Run
move.
away!
how high of a mound would we have to create to provide us with cover?
Run away!
Sorry. I was thinking math, but yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Eden can earthbend, right?
Pretty much.
Why doesn't he walk towards them without?
Eve is, I think, the slowest.
Not
Pretty
anymore.
slow.
Oh,
We got that fixed.
Yeah,
What?
because I got different armor, and I got the like fleet.
Oh yeah,
thingy.
yeah. She used to be the slowest.
I know I'm
Could
one of
we
the
fashion
fastest.
a sled of sorts? If somebody
My
were to
speed's
transform
30.
into some kind of animal that could haul said sled,
Well, at this point in
Run
time,
away!
25 is the slowest speed anyone has, because most likely no one has below 25 anymore.
30.
Run away!
That's not slower than 25.
I know. I'm just saying I'm one of the fastest,
all right, let's go.
He just wanted us to know.
and I have the heaviest armor.
Most of the time, I don't bother with Winky. He's either in frame or not, because you'll be doing that all night.
You eating cup? Are you eating cup of noodle soup?
That's his dinner. Chill out.
Okay.
I need to like scoot down.
Guys, there's an army coming right behind us, and y'all are
We're-
talking about
we're
cups of
running.
noodles and videos. I don't even know what a video is. I don't know.
Killed the
Y'all were
radio.
talking about it.
Cup of noodles should exist. It's a very
Okay,
nice.
sorry, hold on.
If not, we need to make a business making cup of noodles because they're not that difficult to make.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that noodles exist in
Noodles
this
do
world.
exist, but does it exist in a cup?
But it's about having
The cup exists.
it's about having the freeze dried broth,
What's the freeze dried?
like the seasoning and the vegetables and everything like that that's in there. You could have
We just
just
make a cup
noodles.
of noodle stand. I'm
You
gonna trash
cannot
my
have
entire character background and just take up cooking. I can
There
make
was a
cup of
there was
noodles.
a guy I
You have the
knew
noodle dream?
who had a
See, the
fantastic
duck can
idea. He
come from
said, "You know how they
Panda.
have condensed milk? You just add water." He's like, what if they did that with water?"
Charles is waiting for us to do something, and we're talking
No.
about cup of noodle soup.
What? I
Eve,
don't.
Has Eve tripped and fallen? Do we have to save
I
her?
Dang it.
I look up.
you see something beginning to peek up around the hilltops. Something is taking off into the air.
Is it an
I
airship?
pointed out.
If you want to make a vision, a spot, perception
Make a
check,
vision check.
yeah.
I'd like to try and see what it is.
Yeah.
She's the only one that
You
knows
don't-
yet.
Oh, I thought she
You don't know
pointed at it.
anything.
She's the only
staring at
one
the
that had
dirt.
time to react.
Oh.
Did it? Oh.
Okay.
Ew.
Do you remember the spaghetti monster you fought once?
Oh Jesus.
Is it a flying
Uh,
spaghetti monster?
You
The
see
one that we
3 of
don't wanna
those launching up into the air.
I don't want to be here.
Oh,
I'm gonna say that out loud. And
But you
then
notice that
point it out.
they're heading straight towards the fort. And y'all are all running to the north.
They may be destroyed.
Okay.
Like towards the fortress or the fort?
The little fort y'all just left.
Okay.
So they're heading to where we left, and then there's an army approaching where we left. So we want to just let the enemies of our enemies fight it out?
I don't know if they'll fight each other. We don't
You'll
even know
do the
this is
same
happening.
thing.
Only Eve knows.
Wait.
Okay, I've said I pointed it out.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry, I missed that.
You
I mean,
know.
we're just running, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're going to keep running
Just running.
and keep an eye on the flying spaghetti monsters.
Well, remember, the flying spaghetti monsters were part of the cult.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
well,
we know.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? We're running.
Don't use slashing weapons or piercing weapons. Blunt weapons only.
Let's not fight them
Run.
at all.
yeah, let us be smart D&D party and run away. We know this trap. We've fallen
mean,
for it
we-
many times.
We have a gnome that carries a hammer. Are we sure that we need to
No,
run?
no,
All right.
no.
The gnome said he's gonna volunteer to stay behind.
Okay. I'll meet up with you later.
You'll be dead.
Well, that's when we'll meet new character along the path called Dinky. And he'll be like a dwarf. Not a dwarf.
Winky
gnome.
wink.
Mhm.
He'll be dinky.
Hi. It's baby.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna be Charles Xavier.
Are there still heal? No. Are there any heals or anything we can use to our advantage? Tall grass, anything?
I mean, we have 2 invisible people.
Is it still?
That's invisible.
I
Is
mean,
it
I could
just
make a
sum
dugout
up
real
or-
quick, and we could just hide in there and hope they don't sneak up on us and continue
We're
on.
not playing
Well-
baseball.
I don't think stationary is going to be a great idea unless we're waiting for dark.
Yeah, but I mean, like, other than
It is actually getting close to sunset.
so keep
I'm
hoofing it.
not super
I
opposed.
mean, run as hard as we can, but
They still haven't noticed
we're
us as
gonna
far as
need
we
to
can
get
tell.
hiding we're gonna need to get underground anyway because the cold's probably gonna come again as the night comes. It happens almost every night. So
Yeah.
we're gonna need a
In fact,
hovel.
the wind is picking up already because a normal blizzard is already starting to blow in.
All right, we're going to make our little dugout situation with an S bend so that we can
Oh,
go down underground and have somewhere we can get inside of. Bunker down.
All right, right as he has created the S bend, before y'all get a chance to hide in there, y'all all get to look and see from the south as the army crests the hill.
Do they notice us?
Hold on.
Is there a visual?
I'm trying to
Pizza
figure out. Oh, here we go.
monsters?
Aha.
Ooh.
Ew.
Ooh.
Y'all are the smaller ones in the bottom, the smaller meatball monsters are the ones y'all are used to. There are two new types you've never seen. One of them is triple the size of the others.
Oh my god.
All right. I
I
think
mean, we've
it's
killed
time.
2 dragons.
Are those things weak against cold? I'm really hoping they are.
Well, they've been
It's-
inside. They've been inside the town for a while and haven't been killed off by the cold yet.
Well,
It has multiple scorpion tails.
But do not burn them at all.
So now that we're underground, do we want to like?
keep it secret, keep it safe.
Do we want to prison escape
Secret.
it and just like continue moving, move the dirt from the front of the thing to the back, and just continue the pocket moving down, or do we want
We
to?
need to try and make it look like it's natural, so that it doesn't. They won't come in here. Make it look like something that
So,
they would
do
just
you want me
pass
to like
by.
reform the entrance to look like a rodent hole or something like that? Something we can get air still through, but then we can
That would
just
probably be a
progress
good idea.
underground
Just
in a
just
forward.
something that looks natural, so we can just stay quiet for
Okay.
the moment. The only thing is, I mean, what we can do? We can't fight an army, so
Yeah, we've got to clear out of the area and make our way. Charles, how far were we from the hills when we stopped?
How what?
How far from the hills, like from any kind of cover, are we?
You saw them cresting the final hill towards that fortress, that little fort,
Mhm.
about 200 feet off.
Okay.
Core, you hear me calling you from the ground? I'm on the ground. Core, can you carry me?
Yeah.
Something's pulling me. Something's pulling. Something.
Oh,
I can't. I don't
I
have
grab
control of my feet.
I grab Patala.
Tie her up.
They're
Pick
on the
her
Do
up.
hill.
not tie me up.
Tie her up. She could
You
be
start,
pain.
Eve, you hear something distantly, almost the sound of chanting among the cultists.
They're chanting. They might be. Kinsley.
Chanting Kinsley.
Yes.
Kinsley.
Kensley,
Kinsley.
Kensley.
Kinsley.
Hold on.
Tell her.
Anyways, they're chanting something, so it might only be affecting Hatala because shadow thing.
Hmm.
So
I don't know what to do about it.
All right, y'all are all underground now. Have y'all done anything to light a fire? Because it is temperature dropping right now.
So we're going to continue digging
I
lower
mean, a
to see
car
if we
should
can.
have something
I was gonna
as well.
say, can we get to the level of where we're right above the lava to where it would be warm enough to where we'd survive, or would that not be?
If you get that close, you don't know if one of your spells will actually breach the lava.
That's true.
No.
You don't want to get
Just-
too close because you don't know. The lava's probably not in a perfect flat sheet. Yeah.
I mean, a car. Can you get a fire started real quick? I saved from the arms of Core.
Well, there was a blizzard coming in though.
Just only
Yeah,
use dry
Blizzard
wood.
coming in, it should get blown away.
That'll be perfect then. Not as much smoke. Do we have a shield that we could build the fire on and like transport it with us?
Y'all should have several.
Yeah, I've got a shield.
So let's build a small A-frame, like a pull behind, like
I'm
simple.
holding Hatala.
Yeah, we can put her on it too. Do you have
I
two?
don't think
You have a
putting me
10-foot
on
pole?
something is going to work. Somebody needs to hold me. I don't like it, but if you put me on a shield, I'm still going to be able to get up and move. I need somebody to hold me back because I don't have control of myself right now.
All right, we're going to lash you just
You're
your
not
feet.
tying me up.
I'm not
You're
tying you
not
up.
tying me up.
I am bracing your legs.
I'm not
so
I'm
that they
not getting
are
at field
medically
ideas
okay.
from Needip.
Hang her by her toes.
So y'all have made a fire?
You're
Yeah.
not getting tied up.
We're gonna hang Hatala by her toes.
All right. Can I like meld her partially into stone so she can't wander off?
Oh, that's worse than.
All right, which one
Did
do
you
you
say
want?
that out loud?
Yes.
Just
I want
whatever you
somebody
do,
to
don't.
hold me.
I'm
Me
already
and
holding
Cor-
you.
Yeah.
Can we
me and
check out
Cor
her?
Yeah,
are
and
Let's look at what's
he
happening with her shadow. What's happening
wants me
with her
tied
shadow?
up. He wants me
Tie her up.
encased in cement.
Winky, are you
Tie
paying attention?
her up, please. Yes, I'm paying attention.
Obviously you're not.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna we're gonna tie you safely off to Winky. And he's going to just
You you mean I can untie it.
Guys,
I can untie it.
what, Winky?
The firelight is dancing and the shadow is smiling.
Is
Quick,
it
stab the shadow.
Core? No. Oh, is it my shadow? I'm over
Do
here
I
looking at
understand what's going
Elijah in
on
the
with the
room.
fire? Is it
Yeah,
like
is
an
the
elemental?
fire? Can Core speak to it?
You look around, you
Yes.
notice that
What is
all the shadows, because you know how the fire shimmers and all the light moves a little bit? Everywhere there's a shadow, the shadows are moving more than the firelight would indicate.
Is it the same with Hatala's shadow?
Her shadow does not seem to be moving at all. It's not even being affected by the firelight.
Kill it.
Can I tell if? All right. Actually, I want to try
Well, that's-
speaking in Ifrit while I'm holding on to Hatala, but speaking Ifrit. Hello, is someone there?
Nothing replies.
All right. Well, I was hoping it was an elemental. Well,
Big sparky sparky flame flame.
can it? Hmm, can I tell if this has to do with the chanting?
You remembered that you saw this same effect when y'all were in the fireplace.
Big
Remember when you
sparky
went into
The
the fireplace where all the shadows were trying to
car,
move in that town?
sparky.
the scar.
Speak
The new scar y'all created.
Into baby
Yeah.
scar.
All right. I'm gonna.
Because remember, the shadows were trying to break out.
the shadows
All right.
are
Someone
trying
else
to
hold
run away.
Hatala. I'm gonna go stand in the fire.
Sure.
Go look in the fire.
Winky,
Need it,
you
you
I
hold
hold
I'm
jump
gonna go
into a car's
investigate.
arms.
Fine,
You're
Winky will
looking
hold
into
her
the
tight.
fire.
Yes.
Okay, it's a fire.
Awesome. I'm gonna try touching the fire.
It
It
burns.
burns you.
That's fine.
Push him in the fire.
Do we?
You've already forgotten about that town?
Yeah. I mean, the are the shadows the
How many firestones do
movement?
you have on you? How much do you have in you?
None. I absorbed them all.
Right. Put it in the fire.
My head.
No, remember you didn't you expel it into the hand? Do it to the
Into a
fire.
hand.
You like return the fire titan blood back to the fire
Can
titan.
you do it? I mean, it won't let you do it if you can't. So
Yeah, I will try to
Alright,
mental
nothing happened.
expel. Okay, yeah.
well, then obviously we don't know what to do, Charles.
So can we take a piece of?
Hold on, let's time
So-
out for a second. Remember, the whole point of that original thing, the cultists did some kind of magical ritual that was breaking the void so that the shadow creatures could come through. The fire burst out to prevent that from happening. That's what this fire titan did to stop it.
So there's nothing we can do to stop
The
this.
fire didn't make the shadows do it. The shadows were doing it on their own, and the fire was trying to beat them back.
So can I use my ability to try to
Burn away the shadows.
extinguish the shadows from dancing?
Wow.
I feel like this is like flash dance, and we don't want any dancing.
We want lots of fire.
All right. Can I try
Rah,
using
rah,
my
rah,
power
rah.
on one of the shadows?
You should use it on Hatala's shadow first.
But my
Well,
shadow's not doing
going,
anything.
I was going to try that,
It's just
but we
freaking me out.
got everything else is going on. So
I have a sneaking suspicion it's your fault, Hatala. That's why I'm trying to figure it out. Well, not your fault. That thing that stuck to you's fault.
I don't want to tell you it's Hatala. So
But
I
it
need you to
is.
just I just need you to stay calm. But your shadow's pretty real right now.
Kill it with fire, please.
I guess
Do I
I
have
can.
to? Do I gotta
Put
mono a
Hatala
mono
in the
this sucker?
fire.
No.
I definitely want to try burning her shadow then.
Yeah,
You go to
fight the
look at her
shadow.
shadow for that, and the shadow actually has features now.
I'm gonna
All-
kill the
The shadow
shadow.
looks like a painting of her that's starting to almost like it's trying to breathe.
Kill
all we
it
have-
now.
Can I use the creation power?
I mean, I'm right by my own shadow, right?
Yeah.
Stab it with the rapier.
We have to.
I want to burn it.
We have to
right.
Go for it.
unshow the tallest
You
shadow
create
from
fire, and the fire makes it a little bit more distinct.
Do it
Uh,
again
Made
and
it
then
more
stab it.
powerful.
Bring it into this. Look, bring it into this plane and then end it immediately.
Not the
And
three.
I'm not gonna hit the wall.
Can
But you're hitting the ground, so it's impossible not to hit the ground. So yes, you did hit Eve.
Oh, cool. Ha ha ha.
The
It's
burst of
fantastic.
divine energy actually causes the shadow to collapse back down a bit further.
Oh,
Yeah.
use your healing burst thing on it.
What if I shock it?
That's basically like a shotgun that would be noticed everywhere. There is a visual effect when she does that.
But we're
Yeah,
under
we still don't want
ground,
them to know
right?
we're down here,
But
but
it passes through everything. It's a sphere.
Oh,
But divine lands work, so I can do that like over and over
yeah.
again.
Spam it. Spam it.
Yeah. So
Can I be
it's
like
still like
right behind Eve, egging her on just to keep killing it?
I feel like
But
this
you
is like
notice
Mortal
every time
Kombat
she
where
hits
you're just
it,
doing
it
like
goes
a
back
low
to being
kick.
flat and then starts coming back up again.
I
we
don't
need to
wanna
do
this
more.
all day, but like what like
I'm
Hold on.
gonna shock
let
it.
me give me a minute.
Pew pew.
I'm gonna burn it again. Why'd I get the same roll?
All right, and now it's even more distinct.
Can I try cutting the shadow?
I don't think your thing is working.
I want to use the hatchet that has the fire
Oh,
embedded in
don't
it.
I have a ghost touch something? No.
I'm gonna.
Your
I'm using my
your axe is ghost touch.
Axes.
I just step inside as soon as it gets distinct after Will hits it with fire and go across its neck and try and decapitate it.
All right, make your attack roll.
I guess I have to actually roll for that.
Yes.
I can't just say it and it happens.
Well, it's not likely you're going to miss, but you can fumble.
I mean, I'm standing pretty close to it. It's my shadow.
And she's not
So
very tall, so
He accidentally whacks
Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me.
All right. You swing down, and it actually thunks in the air and stops before it hits the ground because it hit the neck,
Is it dead?
but it did not penetrate.
Did it seem like it
Okay.
reacted at all?
No, but it physically hit the shadow.
All right, Core. Give it a good pulse. Let's bring it in,
Wait,
and I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
take its head off.
I'm
I
gonna
want to
shock
try
it.
it with my hatchet, my fire metal hatchet.
Okay. Are we just gonna take turns, like standing on either side of the neck, like it's a log, and just like chop, chop, chop?
Yeah.
Time to shock
I like it. Let's do it. Let's cause some mayhem.
I'll burn it again after this.
All right.
I'm going to see what happens with the fire metal.
The fire hatchet passes straight through and hits the ground.
On my edge. Okay.
So you hit it with fire again.
Did it It doesn't look like I cut her shadow from her at all, did I?
No, you just passed harmlessly through it.
Okay. Yeah,
Seems
that's
like
not working.
the axe may be the only thing. The axe and divine lance seem to be the only things working, but I think the axe may have been more effective.
Try it again.
What about, I
Yeah.
tried to shock it. What happened?
Gotta
there?
look through all my skills.
Ooh.
Nobody's gonna pay attention.
All right.
Okay.
You hit, and you don't hit the neck, but you do hit, and it still sticks into the shadow.
But it still does not react or anything like that.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna just like get to the point where I just keep slamming this thing because it's been bothering me this whole time that this has been following us around.
That's a better roll.
All right. This time you create a much bigger burst of fire energy, and it becomes a lot more distinct now.
Now hit it.
All right.
Can I use my shock power?
If it's a shadow, do we? No. Well, I was gonna say, do we need to put out the fire? But we need to stay warm.
That's not been helping us.
No.
I mean, it doesn't. It'll just be back whenever I have my shadow visible again. I'd rather take care of it if we can.
Just keep hacking at it until we actually do some damage to
What
it.
happens if Atala's unconscious?
It's an interesting question.
Can
Your
I do
divine lance hits, and it goes back to being a shadow again.
All right, so holy, and the ghost touch stuff is working. My fire apparently is not working, unless we want to make it solid.
Yeah, but the divine lance is making it back into a shadow, not making it.
All I
not
know is that if we can
necessarily
touch it, we
hitting
can
it.
kill it. Like if we can physically interact with it
Sword?
and remove its head. Did you get divine inspiration?
Atala, you're looking a little
Shocked.
paler, and a little thinner. Are you okay? You guys notice that?
Right now,
I'm
she
gonna-
looks normal, and the shadow looks normal. But it's starting to rise again.
Ah,
So whenever it becomes more, it's taking my essence.
I'm gonna shock Hatala.
I don't think that's gonna help anything.
he said it.
Making me weaker is only gonna make it stronger.
Atala,
Oh God!
plug your ears, Atala, so you can't hear anything. Cover your
Okay.
ears, Atala, so you don't hear the chanting.
Hatala, all of her hair stands on its end because she just got static shocked by Winky.
He's just been in the corner for the last like 10 minutes, like rubbing his feet together.
Hatala doesn't look paler anymore. She looks angry now.
Looks red.
Yeah.
But you notice the
Oh.
shadow, its hair did not change.
I mean, it's becoming its own entity.
Did
So did I look paler when Needip was attacking the shadow, or only as the shadow got
More defined.
more
more
Define.
solid.
Yeah, put
Fine.
the fire out. Put the
So-
fire out. Put the fire
Try
out.
I don't.
again. Try
I don't
covering
think
your
putting the fire
ears
out's just
in
gonna
case
kill
it
us.
has to do with
I'm
the
covering.
sound of the chanting.
All right, I'm covering my ears. Whatever I've got in my pockets to block out the sound.
Here, I've got this wax.
Do you?
Yeah, I made it myself.
Did you get it from your own? I'm not touching that.
I was gonna say we do have candles.
We had cotton at one point or something like that. I feel like we've done this before, or I'm thinking of something else.
We have blindfolds.
Yeah, that'll help.
Eve, you might have to scroll back to see a message.
The plot
Okay.
thickens.
I will bless Hatala.
Didn't we bring some holy water?
We don't have it
Oh,
anymore.
We can make our own.
Oh, I used to carry holy water, but
You were
used
very
it, and
big and very
was-
pointed about trying to get holy
Eve
water.
casts
I
her
just
bless
put my
spell
hand-
on Hatala. When that happened, Hatala fell asleep instantly, and her shadow looks normal again.
We did need to knock her out. Okay.
So is there a way for
All
someone
right,
to go
well,
into
it's
the
time for
shadows?
bed.
Yo, you looked into the eyes of an angel, bro.
Just have this mental image of just 5 minutes of us just swinging in fire and just
And he was just like, "Oh yeah, bless."
magic.
I always forget I have it because I don't like it. So like, it doesn't.
The tools
good
have
for
their
some-
place.
yes.
Yep.
Anyway, I'll stay. I have to stay beside Hatalia. I'll watch over her.
Okay. So y'all pass the night now?
Yes.
Yeah. Do we need to set up stuff?
About 3 in the morning, the ground thuds and there's a horrible crashing sound outside.
Do we wake up?
It's enough to wake everyone who's asleep up.
It wasn't me.
even me.
No, you're still asleep.
Anybody notice what that was?
There's a loud thump above us.
Oh, a thump. So nobody's actually like investigated what it was.
Well, we made the hole the size of like a rabbit warren, so no.
All right. I'll make a peephole up through the ground big enough so I can see out.
Okay. Thanks to your dark vision, you can see that the tower that was the weakest tower on the fort has collapsed.
All right. I'll come back and just go. They're just making some home modifications over at the fort.
We
Yeah,
did do
we
stuff.
didn't want to do that.
They're just jelly of what I did. Okay. I guess we
After
try.
about 30 minutes, nothing else happens.
I guess it's back to bed, guys. Oh.
About 5 in the morning, before it's about time for everyone to get up, you hear a loud explosion in the fort too.
Yes. All right.
They found the other oven.
It was another oven.
No.
We shouldn't have left.
And then you can smell burning.
Somebody cooking breakfast.
Hopefully that was them cooking. Hey, so do we know that it's pretty close to morning now?
Yeah.
We just want to try to get out and on the road while it's still a little dark.
Yep.
And that
I'll,
that explosion was loud enough to wake up Hatala, and she feels perfectly rested.
Oh, I was gonna carry her, but okay.
You can still carry me.
Shadow look like?
Oh dear.
All right, so y'all head on out. of it. It's behaving like a normal shadow right this minute.
What does a normal shadow behave like in D&D?
Run away! Car, lead us on. Let's get out of here.
All right. After about 2 hours of traveling, you notice a group of creatures in your path. They're
Can
very
we-
large.
Can we tell what they are?
It looks like most of them have big tanks on their backs,
Like pew pew tanks or like water tanks?
like the one you blew up.
Flesh golems.
Mm.
Do we see the princess anywhere?
You notice that there is one human-sized figure with him.
Might be the princess, guys. Do we want to go say hi?
I'd rather say hi to her than all of those things without her knowing.
Okay.
Well, we told her what was going on, and she probably was going to try and head there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, as y'all approach, you do realize it is the princess, and she's leading about 15 of the flesh golems.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
At least our princess was not in another castle.
She does seem to be in another something every once in a while.
She greets you friendly, and then kind of trails off and walks past for a few minutes, then comes back and turns around and says, "Oh, I saw those things. They killed one of my creatures."
There.
Yes,
Hmm. There's a whole army of them behind us
I
at that
know.
fort.
I'm bringing these to at least slow them down.
Hmm.
They're doing some kind of chant. Anytime they do that chant, if you've got people on them, if you could get them to stop that chant, because it opens the realm where they get these creatures to come from. Yeah.
Then I will see what I can do. And she points to 3 of them, and you notice the tanks on their back are bulging and like straining to hold something. These 3 are special. They're to give them a surprise.
What was that? The Suicide Squad?
I mean, they're flesh golems. That's kind of their job.
Yep.
Yeah.
You notice one of the flesh golems looks like he's made of totally elven parts.
Does it look like the
Yeah.
people we were with?
I
No, they're
forgot
still
that
with
we
y'all.
were traveling with elves at one
Oh, they're
point.
still with us. Okay, there's. Hey, I thought that was y'all for a second, but you're
They
right
just
here. We're good.
Remember, they
we've been
said
here the whole
they
time.
lost several scouts here.
Yeah, I know, but we went and brought up the fact that they were still with us.
Yes. The D's are there.
Okay. The D's. I forgot about that.
If you look at them, you notice it looks like one person.
Hmm.
If they do, they're not saying a word. Most
I
of them
bet
won't
they're
even look at
secret.
it. but they're not looking at any of the golems. The only one who's giving any attention is the old one that appears to be the wizard. He's examining the tanks on them.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know if we brought this up before, but we need to find a way to portal into the fortress.
We had
Yes,
a
Do you have
no one
any
that told you that.
information? Okay. This has been a while. I know it's only been like a day, but it's been a while.
We had there was a specific fort or a specific town we were trying to head to, correct?
You just needed to find a key, and that fort was the only place that I know of that would have one.
Did we not find a key there?
You found a box with 2 keys in it.
Oh my gosh, this is terrible. We have 2 keys? Oh
It's too
gosh.
long. Okay, so will the portals back? Will the portals at the last place we were at work? Do you know if we have these keys with these keys?
That would probably be your best chance. I don't know if they're the right keys.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna head there and try.
If it's the right key, you'll know because the portal will have a different color and it will require someone of the royal family to allow you in.
So we'll need
Um,
our stick.
Can
Will our stick work?
will the stick work, or do you need to come with us?
Your stick?
I think
Scepter.
Eve has it.
Princess Eve. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Princess Eve.
Kind of pull it out, I guess.
Oh,
Stick.
that was my sister's. It was her favorite possession. Where did you find it?
The stone giants gave it to us.
Huh. Maybe they helped her escape. Because she would not have parted with that unless it was of a great need.
Hmm.
It was, I believe, the way it's a token of her family lineage. Kind of like dwarves have their clan daggers,
Okay.
which means she abandoned her family when she left, which makes sense. They were trying to kill her.
Yeah. She didn't know that her father wasn't a part of it.
Yes. I'm hoping that y'all will bring this to an end so that either I can avenge my father or at least I can help put this to an end myself.
Yes.
Y'all seem to be able to do something that I can't. Maybe it's because whoever this guy is, he knows to be prepared against my family.
That's possible.
Either that, or maybe I've just forgotten because I didn't even remember that I could teleport. They could use the portals to go in until you asked the question.
There's definitely magics that can affect your memory.
Mhm. Is Eli completely gone?
No,
Just-
stop.
Yeah, he walked away. I don't know what he's doing.
It was just a blob of darkness. Okay. Okay.
All right. So she starts walking away with the golems.
Is she heading in the direction that we were heading, or is she heading towards the fort?
The fort y'all
Heading
left.
towards-
Okay.
He's marching towards that army.
Try not to die.
Good luck. Have fun storming the castle.
Should we ask for a tank to use for transportation?
Do you know of any ovens?
Oh, yes, princess.
She's just wandering away now.
Yes. You know what? I bet they have like the high grade industrial oven in the castle
Yes.
kitchens.
Have
That's
like
the
a
quality
back mounted like artillery. I like
Yeah.
it. Be able to launch just bolts of fire at people.
I guess we head back to that town.
Okay. When you're about halfway there, the ground starts rumbling.
Ooh.
And the elves are like, quickly, down, to the side, down, quick.
Boom, downed. I'm
Whoa,
downed.
we're halfway there.
Oh.
And about 200 feet in front of you, in between the town and y'all, the ground cracks open and a giant worm comes rising up out of it, Dune style.
Ooh.
The worm is about 50 feet across at its mouth. And the part that rose up out of the ground comes up a good 100, 200 feet before it slams on the ground with a thud. And the elves all four turn to the dwarf at the same time. You may want to make one of your holes now.
All right, let's do it.
As he's making his hole, the worm opens up its mouth and points to the sky and lets out a wail, and you can hear wind just rushing in all directions.
I mean, there'd have to be a lot of wind to expel a whale.
Good lord.
I'm sorry. I
And
can't
you
help
suddenly
it.
notice that sound much more distinct than you've ever heard before, as chunks of ice and just raw cold is spewing out of this thing's mouth like a volcano of coldness. And it's swirling around it like a whirlwind. And y'all are now down in the hole, and the wind is cutting across the ground, and everything is freezing solid.
We need fire, and let's put Hatala to sleep.
I am
Me,
not.
Punch her in the
you and
face.
I, we'll go tackle Hatala. The other three will go tackle a fire,
There you
and
go.
the elves will just stand there.
Did you say you'll
as they
tackle
You're
me?
useless as
do.
always. I mean, so helpful.
I am not a job that needs to be done.
Well, I guess you'll just die then.
Yeah.
I hop into
Have fun
Corzon's.
wandering. Have fun wandering off into nothing.
All right, y'all get underground, and y'all get it
I'm the
sealed
one that
up,
gets tackled, apparently.
and the fire gets going, and you're watching Hatala.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. At this point, nothing's happening.
So far, you're boring, Hatala.
Good.
Mm.
Eve, how often can you do what you did to me yesterday?
I think it's a first level spell. So, I guess like once. Can I use like more? I don't know how my spells work, to be honest. It's been
It's,
like,
I believe it's all 3 times a day for first level spells.
yeah. So that.
I don't feel comfortable going to sleep without being blessed right now.
But,
Because
So you
I
want me
mean,
to bless you?
if it's going to knock me out, then yes. If you bless me and nothing
I bless
happens,
her.
then
But it's in the middle of the day.
Oh, I don't bless you in the middle of the day. That
It's
would
not
be
even lunchtime yet.
I'm just saying when we go to bed, I may need
Okay.
you to do that so that if something, so is that if they try something during the night, I won't get pulled to it. I'll already be under the bless.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Okay, and Hatala, because you're thinking about it more, you notice as you're getting closer to the center of this kingdom, your heaviness is increasing.
No, I'm getting fatter.
And it's almost like as you walk, it's like it's taking your legs more effort to pull your shadow along. Like your shadow feels like it's dragging the ground and you're dragging a bag behind you, is what it feels like.
So guys, it's feeling like it's harder and harder for me to move towards the goal here. Like this thing doesn't want me to go there. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going, but It does not want me there for some reason. Which honestly makes me want to go there more.
Yeah, haul that old bag.
All right, let's try. There's a I'm thinking as long as the shadow's touching the ground, it's going to be dragging.
Well, the thing is, until something weighs more than 500 pounds, it doesn't weigh like anything to you.
Okay.
But
All
the thing
right.
is, he's got a
I
belt that
throw
means
her
he doesn't feel anything below 500 pounds.
into I throw her in the old baby Bjorn and we start going.
You start what?
Start going. I'll carry her.
Y'all aren't going anywhere. Y'all are in a hole in the ground because the blizzard is out.
All right, her head has hit the ceiling because oops. Okay. Well, we'll try that in the morning or whenever this frozen wind gets done with.
What?
Oh, like put holes into a backpack and then
Yeah, you could just make just make it a swing so she can just like be tied to your back.
You know, if we do it right, I can still do attacks while being attached to somebody's back.
do you have the returning runes on your daggers?
I have it on one dagger. I only have it on one dagger.
I definitely think we need to make a Hatala baby born and put her on the front of core and
Well,
let
I
her
would impede his ability to attack, I would think then.
put him
Yeah,
on his
I need to
the
back.
be on
back
his
would be
back.
better.
You need to be bound in the back.
But
Yeah,
then
it'd
she
be
can
like
only
a.
hit what's behind her.
What if it's like up
Yes,
on the
but then he
shoulder,
couldn't
and
be
then she could be
flanked.
like a shoulder-mounted turret, kind of like throwing projectiles while I'm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we get the oven for the other side, and then I can like have a
Mecha
flamethrower
core.
on one side and the daggers on the.
I'm Voltron.
Okay. Anyways, it gets to be lunchtime, and the wind is starting to let up a bit, and you can hear the ground moving again.
I'm gonna investigate to see if it's cold is going away.
Okay. It is absolutely frigid right now, probably about negative 25 degrees. And you can see everything is coated in ice and snow. And the worm is moving towards the citadel and towards the center.
Okay.
Where we're wanting to go.
And as you watch, the worm dives into the ground, comes up out of the ground, rears back like a snake, and rams into the citadel. But about 20 feet before it gets there, it hits something invisible.
It wants that crystal or whatever. We need to get it the
Mhm.
crystal.
Well, we need to get to the portal.
Uh-huh.
Oh. All right. We want to wait for it to get. Will it ever? I guess it will ask the elves. Will it warm up enough for us to get moving now, or do we need to wait?
This will probably stay this way for hours.
We need to start moving.
The timing on that was great. All right. You notice that there are a couple of statues walking out of the citadel.
Hmm.
Big giant ones, 20, 30 feet tall, carrying big lit braziers.
Do we remember any of
We don't.
that? Any kind of recall from the dream?
No.
Okay.
They step through that invisible field and are starting to attack the worm.
You didn't. But
Good luck, golems or whatever they are.
We may need Winky. Don't kill him.
He's already charging the worm and the giants.
he's acting like he scared me or something, and I'm like, you just hit me in the head.
That just hurt. It didn't scare me.
Okay.
All right. Can we keep an eye on their battle while we try to go for the town that has the portal?
Yeah. It's hard to miss.
Okay.
The worm keeps trying to swallow them, and they keep burning it to prevent them from swallowing it. But it's slowly grinding them away until eventually they all crack to dust.
How I thought it would go. All right. I've been carrying Hatala. You should not have had any issues with travel.
I don't know why you're
Yeah.
complaining about Hatala now. We've been carrying her this whole time.
You got a
By
belt
the way,
too. You
I've
should
been
do some
completely
carrying.
ignoring anything
Sure.
Needham says.
I mean, if you put her on my shoulders, we're the height of like a person.
Finally look her in the eyes.
Now I have to do that, Peyton. It's all your fault.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to meet someone who's two dwarfs in a trench coat.
Yes. Perfect.
Or three gnomes, either one.
Dwarves taller than gnomes.
Can we have three worms in a trench coat trying to pretend to be a human?
All right. Y'all are now to the
So
outskirts
we
of
can
that
have
town.
a worm in a spacesuit.
Named Jim.
And it's finally starting to warm up a bit.
Yay.
And you've made it to that center building that had the portals.
All right, let's try these keys. Who had the keys? Was it?
I don't even remember getting them.
All right. Let's try the first key.
All right.
Do they
You
look
stick the
different?
key- No, they don't.
Okay. Plop it in. Oh wait.
You stick
Eve,
the key in the,
you have the stick. Princess Eve. It might require your
you stick
royalty.
the key in the portal, and the portal activates, and it looks like a normal portal.
Okay.
Tried the other one.
Yeah, I tried the other one.
All right. It looks like a normal portal as well.
Eve,
All right,
you
now
should
try it
try
with
it.
the stick.
Okay, I'll try it.
What do you do with the stick?
Oh, can I put the key in myself?
Yeah.
I don't
Like your nose?
what? No.
He's being too literal. You put the key in
What am
yourself.
I supposed to do? Oh my gosh! I use the key with my hand. I take the key out. I have it in my hand, and then I put it back in the thing. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And it opens a normal portal still.
I'm trying to keep the theater of the mind thing working.
I touch the portal with the stick.
Nothing special happens.
I thought you were a princess.
But there is an open portal.
Oh,
Or somebody,
Winky.
you want to walk in?
Do you
Winky,
think
I
this
will
will
give
go
you
back
the
to that?
first choice.
Wasn't there a hub room of portals that
put
we
this-
saw
I'll walk
earlier?
in.
Put the stick in the portal.
I'll walk in.
Hold on.
Of course he did.
I'll walk
Each
in.
town has a hub room, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there more than one portal here?
I think there
There's
was only
several, but
one
most of them are broken.
Okay.
that worked.
Remember,
We
you
got
found
the-
one that went somewhere that was solid, but monsters were coming out of it, and the other, you don't know what it goes to. It's just an empty portal. And then now you've got this stone in the last working receptacle, and it's opened up. Well, you got two stones that have opened up a portal that seems normal.
We may have to walk through it holding the stick. I don't know. It's all a mystery. It's all a nice, wonderful riddle of life with shadows and stuff and fire and worms and cold and
Right.
I don't know what to do.
I will step through the portal just to see what's on the other side.
So you're going to go through? All right. You step through, and you're in a dark room.
Step back over, light my lantern, then go back through.
Okay. In the other room, it is a room that looks like it's sealed with a door that has a bar locked across it from your side.
Okay.
And it's a small room, and the only thing in it, in the center of the room, is the arch.
Okay. I go back through the portal and let them know what it looks like on the other side. Eve, do you want to
Yes.
try using your princess stick to see if it's different for you?
Sure. Or like, could I just give it to you? Like, can I not be princess?
What if? Oh yeah. Well, you already blessed us and knighted us, because we can still see.
Yes.
Yeah, but
What
that's
was
just
that, Kylie?
maybe you need to say you give us permission to enter the fortress. Isn't that what you had to do to give us?
Ooh,
Okay, I'm going
Paula, what
to.
if you go through for? Oh wait, Eve had to. Whoever had the stick had to be the one to go through it and then give permission. So
I'll just go through the portal. You know what? If I die, I die. I'll go through the portal with the stick.
I mean, he said there was
Okay.
an empty room.
All
Who
right.
knows?
You're standing in a pitch black room.
I walk out. Cora, why didn't you tell me it was dark in there?
here's the lantern. I thought you saw me with. You saw me go in, then come back out, light the lantern, then go back in.
You never said it was dark in there. Okay.
I apologize. I thought the context clues gave it away. Here, you can borrow my lantern.
I don't really need it, but I'm gonna take it anyway.
What do you mean you don't need it? You said it was dark.
Core, you got to be real specific with her. She tried to put that key in her nose. Not all there.
I'm walking through the portal.
You can't.
Oh boy.
Nobody
I go
puts
to the
Neat up in the
portal
corner.
with the stick and the lantern.
Okay. And you're now in an empty room with a portal in the middle and a door that's barred.
There's
I'm just
still
gonna
another
kind of
key.
chill out. I'm gonna chill out in here for a minute.
We tried
just
both of those.
Should we all go in?
We didn't
No, you
check
didn't.
both
We
through,
didn't.
through it.
I'm gonna go back through. Can I have that? Actually, I don't want to do it alone. I changed my mind. Just everyone come through, or we might want to leave one person out.
We may already have permission, but the fact that it's not a different color is weird because she specifically said it would be different.
But there's another portal with, so we use one key in this portal, one key in the other portal.
Oh, there's two portals in there?
Dual
No.
authentication
The
portals.
arch you
Oh,
came
never
through.
mind.
So
There's
The only thing in
only
the room is the arch you came in through.
what if
Oh,
you like
okay.
before we put the key into the portal, you like put the stick onto the key and then together into the keyhole.
why has it got to be
Unlock.
so freaking specific? I'm not
Yes.
upset with you, Core. I'm upset with the situation.
It's the whole three
Maybe
statues
she has to
again.
be.
It's the whole three
Maybe,
statues again.
Hey,
So it's got to
elves,
be.
do y'all know how to
so-
get in?
she has to be princess carried through.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll do like the
Okay,
fireman
what
chair
would
where like
wait?
each
What
of
is
us grab
that?
a forearm and we like make a chair for her to sit on and carry her
No,
through.
What we
no.
were told was you have to have permission from the royal family.
To enter the portal.
Oh, well,
Just
just
say
bless
we
us
have
and say we have
permission
permission.
Right.
to enter the
You.
portal. Yes.
Go ahead, princess. Say what you need to say.
Nita, quit antagonizing her.
Everyone but Nita has permission to go
Oh,
through the
Oh,
portal.
fine. I didn't want to come in anyway.
Okay, so now what?
There's-
Nothing
You-
happened
you-
when she said permission.
you might have to put it back on there. I don't know.
What exactly? Okay, I guess we can switch the keys.
All right. You switch the keys and the portal activates again.
Normal.
Does-
It looks normal.
It looks normal.
Oh, but did we go through this
Try
one?
changing the channel.
We have
Yeah.
not gone through this one, but
Y'all have
it
not
needs to
gone
be.
through this one.
But
Yeah.
it
So,
does need to be a different color
Oh.
for it to work.
but you could
This.
still go through.
You can check it out.
Okay. I'm
Core,
gonna carry
go
my
ahead.
lantern. Okay.
I'm
So
going
the
to
two of y'all
attempt,
go in?
I'm going to attempt to walk through as well.
Okay. The
Well,
two of y'all come out into a room that is empty other than the portal you came in from, and then immediately following you, Needip walks in too.
Mm.
Aha. I don't need no stinking permission. I don't know what the big fuss was anyway.
The only thing else in this room is a door that's barred from the side you're on.
Yeah. I mean, we never did go past it. Yes.
No.
Oh, are you still wearing Hatala?
No.
Oh. I was gonna say, Turner,
Winky's got that duty currently.
Winky, we need our lockpick and trap checker.
Y'all are on the other side of the
The
portal,
bar
aren't
is
you?
on our side.
Okay.
The bar is
Okay.
on our side.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Um,
All right. You go to check for traps, and you see the little wire that's been attached on your side of the door that goes up to the top where there's a bell.
Charles, I want to walk through the portal.
Okay.
How much did I do it?
You walk through the portal.
Did I have any fight with my shadow? Do I feel even heavier in this area?
You feel lighter.
Guys, this is further away than the other place. I'm not saying that whatever y'all are doing you can't do, but it is not the location we're trying to get to. I can tell you that. Because I feel wonderful right now. I feel so light right now. I go back through the portal. I don't even finish listening to what he says.
All right. So what are the three of y'all on the other side of the portal doing? Y'all still haven't opened the door yet.
We're not in the right place. I mean, I'm down for looking for an oven, but this
Let's
is
go.
not the palace.
Yeah. Let's detach the bell, open the door.
Okay. So you unhook the trap. There's no rolling. It's right there. You just do it. Okay. And you remove the bar. All right. The door is unlocked and is now swinging just slightly.
I wanna brace the door so it doesn't swing. Nothing can just run in. I wanna just keep it cracked. Should've just had an adept look. He has dark vision.
All right.
Yeah.
It opens up into a room that looks a lot like the inside of the fort you were in the night before.
Oh.
But this looks pristine.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey.
Yes, I will take lead and start looking down the hallway and progress down the hallway.
All right.
Um, did Hatala go back across?
Tala's not there with y'all.
Okay. All right.
When Nita
She'll know
steps
what's going on.
around, Nita, you notice in the end of the room, this room is a very large central room. It looks like the room that has a bunch of tables for people to eat at.
Okay.
And in the back of the room, on one of the corners, is one of the flesh golems just kind of propped up against the wall like it's sleeping.
Okay. I will kind of step back and convey the information to everybody so we know what we're all walking into.
When I come back through the portal to where Eve is, I'm gonna ask if she could switch out the keys again, and I'm gonna try the other location.
Wait, while
As
we're
well.
over here?
That all
Okay,
happens
sounds good to me.
at the same
Y'all
time.
don't know about it, so while y'all are
Hopefully
sitting there, the portal closes.
I'm gonna give it a minute, Hatala. Just
Oh,
like
my
let it.
eyes are stuck with a flesh golem.
Just,
I feel
in
like
and
you
out.
should
It's
deafen.
'cause
You
the
should deafen.
different
Wait.
with
All right.
Since
So-
we're split, deafen the certain people.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
we
hold
need?
on.
Oh,
I'll do it. Just let's see.
No. Charles can do the
Can
deafen.
you hear me, Will?
that this
Mm,
goes
Yeah.
through the stream.
Yeah, there you
Alright.
go. The stream.
Mo, you're being kept with hearing because you're the stream.
You can take your headphones off. Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Thank you.
Go get a snack.
All right, three of y'all. You have taken the key out. What do you do?
I'm gonna put the other one in because I want to see how I feel when I go through.
All right, you put the other key in.
All right, and I'm gonna go through and see how I feel.
I'm gonna go
You go
with
through and you run into Peyton standing there.
Darn.
I had a feeling of that too. They both open the same place, guys. Oh wait, we
I'm
were
gonna
with
undeafen
them
them.
now, so they should be able to hear us.
Yeah, I'm
He's
undeafening them.
gone though.
A second
like it.
later, the portal opens up, and then Hatala steps through, slamming into Nita.
The other key opens the same portal, guys. Just so y'all know, we tested that out.
It's a sleeping flesh golem.
Oh,
Sleeping flesh golem.
I head back through the portal quietly. wonder when those other two are going to be back now.
I know.
Since-
Do you want
Is
to take a
that-
bio
Wanna
break?
go?
yeah, might as well. It's a good.
Yeah,
idea.
it's fine.
Take a bio break.
Everyone's gone, by the way. Yeah. The us being separated didn't last very long.
Okay.
The other key leads to the same place, so Hatala ran into Nita.
Oh.
Yep.
Interesting. No hard feelings, Eve. It's just Nita. It's not me. I'm not trying to pick on you.
Huh?
Mm. This puzzle's a toughie. So you're saying both keys lead to the same place, so
Yes.
there's not any difference in the two.
Correct. You found them in the same box, and there's no visible difference between them.
Not sure.
You weren't muted. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you muting? Are you muting the stream or are you muting you? Was he muting the stream, Eve?
Oh, I have it down right
Okay.
now. I can test it. Do a test run.
You still hear you just fine. Yeah.
Be careful about tweaking stuff right now because
Yeah.
you have your computer, you have Discord, and now you're going to have Broadcaster also. So you might be changing it in Discord, but the broadcaster may still be on a different one because I've had
Might
that
want to live
issue.
with it until after we're done.
Yeah.
I still hear you.
Yes.
But
So in the stream, all I can hear is like us. I can't hear you talking.
So you muted
But I can
yourself
hear.
for the stream is all you muted.
Oh.
I still hear you.
Yes.
Now I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing the stream's delayed.
yeah, there's a bit of a delay.
I'm guessing she didn't hear you because she never responded to you talking, but she did to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't hear you on the stream.
Now has he not been audible during the whole stream?
Oh, wait.
The broadcaster has its own audio that you got to make sure. Yeah.
That's why it's best just not to mess with settings until you're done.
That's gonna make for some interesting show.
Is that an empty intro? Okay.
I didn't even think about that part. Oh, buddy. Are you
Glad I'm
eating
not
a
at
lot?
work currently. But they're having to do at work.
Rotor rooter. What are
Apparently
they
they flooded.
snaking?
I think
That's
it's a
fine.
shower drain.
So other than your mic settings, are we ready to go? If you didn't hear Derek, it may be that Mo has been silent during the entire stream because he may have had the stream audio for him muted.
It's happened before.
Yep.
I mean, Will was muted before.
Under tools, is it because the stream's going?
Maybe you have a pop-up behind the screen somewhere. Alt tab, hold down Alt and press tab to see if you see anything else up there that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, he's definitely muted.
You don't have like an app's permissions or anything like that. Yeah. He's sorry. Mo is sorry. They can't hear you object. I mean, it's all good. I mean, Mo's really sad and sorry.
So apparently, stream, Mo has not been talking to anyone because he's muted on stream.
Fun time.
Okay. And there's no. What happened? How did you fix it last time that happened, Will? Core.
I had to mess with. It had to do with computer settings versus Discord settings versus XSplit settings, and it's going to be XSplit settings specifically to match what your system is doing because it's the broad because we obviously can hear you, so
Yeah.
we know Discord is working, so it has to be the XSplit. It's just a matter of it took me so long to figure out the first time that I can't remember. It's been a while. I'll put
But
something in the
he'll have
chat.
to do it after stream, right?
Uh, Possibly. I'll put a picture
Okay.
out there for you, Charles, in the general
right.
chat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we ready to play?
Sure.
Okay, so what do y'all do? The three of y'all are still by yourselves on the portal side, although Hatal's there now.
Well, I walked in, and then all I said was, "Oh, the other key opens the same portal," and then I walked back through.
Let's just leave this area because this is not where we need to be. Let's go back to the other side because
Well-
there's a sleeping flesh golem over here. We can at least have discussion over there. And we put the bar back too. So the
Okay.
thing's just not sitting there waiting.
All right.
All right. It's gonna come down to this stick.
All right, y'all are back on the in the frozen wasteland.
Right, so while we were gone, you guys came up with the perfect plan, correct?
I mean, all I did was figure out that if I have this feeling, then I can at least let us know where we were going, if it was further or closer. That's all I
Okay,
figured out.
what did the princess say to us?
I thought it was that you had to have permission.
She said
What
she
did
didn't
y'all
know if
hear?
those were the right keys.
Oh, so
Do we need to
Hmm.
find more keys?
Always.
You went to
Well,
the fort. You went to the training fort that was closest to y'all,
yeah,
and
there
you
is
found
another
the keys
fort.
in it.
There is another
There's
fort.
another fort?
We can try finding more keys in the other fort.
I mean, right
There's
now it
just
seems to be the
flesh
better
golems.
option.
The flesh golem is the bad one, right?
Flesh
It's the
golems are
flame.
bad. The ones with the tanks on them are hers.
Okay. Do we want to just try to
No,
like?
flesh golems, whether they have tanks or not, are hers.
Okay.
The flesh abominations, the monsters that are just made up of random people glued together, those are the bad things.
Okay, so this
But
thing
we
is
can
not
tell the
necessarily going to
difference.
attack
Yeah.
us.
The ones she controls look like they were made on purpose. The others look like they randomly grew out of a pile of body
If they
parts.
have a foot coming out of their forehead,
So
that's
that
an
means
abomination.
that wherever that went though, it's still within this area, and it's one of
In
her
Orm.
people.
I
So
mean, everything's
it's
in Orm.
but what if that portal just happens to be the other fort?
It looks
The
exactly
one
like the
without.
fort you left earlier.
So it's not.
No. It looks exactly like it, but the one you were at was destroyed because it was ransacked and blown apart. This one's clean.
So
And pristine.
that is the fastest way to
We
the
need to
other
just go
fort.
through, kill the golem if need be.
We don't need to
Yeah.
kill him. We'd be like, we know your maker.
Mama.
Yeah, we know Mama,
Well,
and we're friends with
let's
her.
just
Mama.
go for the sneaky approach first, and
Anybody
then
got any baby Ruths?
all right, let's move. Let's get some story under us.
Yes.
Okay.
Unbar the door. Open the door. Sneak in.
So do y'all all go back through this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's all go together.
and we still got our one other key.
Yes.
Correct.
All right. The
Let's
elves are going
let's
to
have
stay
mul-
behind and guard the portal.
Thanks, guys.
How? They haven't done anything this whole time.
They can do it when the story needs it to. Move
Oh,
on.
sorry. Okay.
All right. You make it through the other side, and the door is still barred.
All right. So we're going to unbar the door.
All right.
Has been debarred. Can no longer practice law.
I
Yes.
knew where you were going.
That'd be disbarred, not debarred.
Wow.
Ooh, you got this, Bard.
Ooh, I've been schooled in legalese.
Okay,
Oh
so
boy.
you open the door.
Yes, please.
All right, you open the door, and it looks like the room in the fort y'all visited previously, but this one looks like it's never been destroyed. Whatever happened to the other fort did not happen here.
I'm gonna turn to Core. I say, "There's gonna be loot in here."
No, it's all too
Probably
old.
we're,
Everything's
if we're
been rotten.
super
No,
lucky and
no,
we get to
no,
the
no. He said it's pristine. It has to be.
That
at the
means.
top.
Wait, did we find the oven in the other fort?
No,
Oh,
Dang it.
It was in a village.
it was in one of those
Now
grounds.
oh yeah.
there might be like, if this is pristine, there might be like airship diagrams or instructions, or there might even just be like a, like a
An
little
airship,
catamaran.
an
Yeah.
air catamaran,
It's going to be a long time before you get an airship,
an
Core.
air dinghy.
But I
It's a
do have it
rowboat.
in the books. It's in the books. It'll be a long time. Because remember,
Hey,
We're,
to
we're
pilot
working.
an
We're
airship,
working
you
towards
have to
it.
roll a 35 or higher.
I'm already there.
We're regularly rolling three.
Everyone gives the aid action, and we're
in a certain thing though. It's not
And you
just an
can't
attack.
aid someone piloting a ship.
Somebody's fingers just on the.
I think that actually acts
this
as like a deficit to your.
That would be a penalty.
Yeah, it'd be a penalty. Backseat driving.
all right. So we're moving. We're moving. We're trying to do stealth, right? Is that what we're doing?
We're not
If
making a
Mo
ruckus.
is doing-
Yeah, it's
all right.
sleeping.
Car
Let's
has the
move.
ability to sneak everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's move past it.
Hey, Mo, while you're there,
You know,
the
he's
car.
doing such a good job sneaking. I don't even see him right now.
I can't even see him. Oh my god. That boy.
Apparently,
Making
both him and Elijah vanished.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's putting kids to bed. Let's keep sneaking and just keep the story moving while they're gone.
Okay.
I see him. I see him.
About halfway out into the room, you do notice that there are 2 or 3 corpses on the ground.
Are they burned?
Only the top halves. From the
Okay.
burn patterns, it looks like somebody stood on them and then burned.
It's evidence of an
Okay.
oven.
Most evidence of that canister burning thing that the flesh golems use.
Oh yeah. You said just the top halves were burnt?
Yep.
Like to check their pants pockets, please.
Oh
They
god.
have basically turned to tatters. It's been so long.
Okay.
Wish I could throw my voice. It
I could if I could do magic.
moans as you stick your
Teddy
hand in its pocket.
Goldberg. Sorry.
All right. So, what do y'all do? There are 2 exits from this room. Out besides the one you came in on. One on the opposite to the one you came in from, and one to the far wall.
I think we should look through both, and if one's got a bright, shiny path, we don't go that way.
Engineering, or you guys, or just knowledge of our previous area?
Yeah, do we
I'm trying to
remember the
get back
direction?
to the.
Like we remember
Well,
where
we
we
know where
found
we
the
found
keys
keys
before, right?
previously. Yeah, I'm saying.
Uh, your
Yeah.
best guess would be this is off the main hall, and you need to find the main hall, and the main entrance would be the one on the farthest away one.
Well, that's where we would head then. To try and get to where we would think we would find keys.
All right, you get to that door, and that door has been basically battered to pieces. There's a few pieces of
Winky's,
hinge wood left.
Winky's been here before.
A car, I think you can burn that.
Firewood.
All right, you make it into the main hall, and now it looks like there's a lot more damage in here. It looks like there was fighting, and there's one dead flesh golem, and one flesh golem with a tank, and a bunch of corpses that have been completely immolated.
So did the flesh golems look like they're still Alive?
The one with the tank is standing there, just kind of swaying, and the other one is on the ground, and it has been killed somehow.
Hmm. Do we want to proceed, or do we want to just kind of shut the door and figure this out?
If they talk to us, I suggest we try to act like we know because their job is to take out these things.
What do we want the princess to do it? It's kind of like a royal,
You talking
they're
about Eve, or
sisters
are you talking
now,
about the
basically,
actual
right?
princess?
No,
Hey, Eve
uh,
is actually a princess.
look, they are like sisters now. Okay,
I mean, that is her sister's stick.
So you just want me to go talk to the people?
yeah.
Well, we just want to make sure.
This was Atala's idea to talk to him. That's what everyone agrees, right? This was Hatala's idea. We are going with Hatala's idea.
All right. Well, if you lose me, you lose me.
So you go talk to the tank golem?
I'm gonna kind of stay a little bit far away, but yeah. Hola.
It doesn't even respond.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Cool.
programmed to deal with us.
Anyway, thanks for your help.
I
It
jump
does
into
nothing.
Core's arms.
I just dodge. I'm like, what was that about?
I don't know. I'm in a weird mood.
You're not used to feeling this light lately.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, let's
But
go
from
then.
this room, you do see the room that goes down to the basement, the doorway.
Where we found keys before in the other one.
Because that was where the hold for the fort is.
All right, then we will head that way.
All right. When you get there, you notice that the entire thing has been filled with furniture. From basement to the room you're at, it has been all the furniture they could has been stuffed in that hallway.
Hey, you got some more splinters for your bag of.
Does it
I mean,
look
if you
like a
want to,
barricade?
Looks like someone tried to make a barricade. Yeah.
Does it look like it was successful, or is there a break in it?
It's solid. It's solid for about 30 feet.
Which side was it? Was it barricaded to keep the flesh golems out?
You really can't tell because
All
it's
right.
literally 30 feet of furniture, floor to ceiling.
Do we want to go through this?
we need to.
Right.
It's not about want anymore.
Well, Winky is really good about moving barricades.
We should just let
Even
him
when
like
when
full
we're
on
Especially if
charge
we put
everyone.
them up.
Winky, Winky, hey, you smash.
Look at that smile on his face.
All right. You swing your hammer with all your might, and you manage to bust a good 5-foot chunk of the barricade away. And you're muted if you're actually talking.
Through now?
There you go. There's 30 foot of barricade left.
Okay.
You smash about a foot or two.
Do we want to just try moving the furniture?
It'll take a couple hours, but
I mean, we're getting through. It seems like. Can we tell which way would be faster? Is the Winky Dink method faster?
Winky would probably get through with good rolls in probably about 5 minutes.
Let's do that.
Apparently, you found an ottoman that is resisting your hammer.
It's super plush.
But you finally broke it. Alrighty then.
Okay.
Interesting. It's so interesting.
I love that.
Why didn't it do anything for the 20?
That was his roll, not mine.
Yeah, you have to
Oh,
set
so
up the sound.
I set my
in
dice
your-
to make a roll for the 20 and a roll for the 1.
Yeah,
nice.
you have to set up your own sounds.
Yep. All right. He swings with all of his might, and at that exact moment, a crack of thunder and a lightning bolt blares out, blasting through the rest of the barricade in a single swing. And everyone except for Winky is now slightly deafened.
Not again! I said not again! Not
By the way,
And for
again!
the stream who can't tell,
Akkar keeps
Akar is
saying
going, what?
what happened. Yeah.
And there's now nothing but smoldering wreckage lining the entire stairways. And the golem is now walking this way.
Oh, good. He's gonna help. Do we want to get in there before he does and destroy stuff? I vote that.
Yes.
But there's going to be something else down here that it wants to kill.
We need to get in there and find the key. Maybe we can like hop in, grab key, get out. It kills thing.
All right, who's first? Winky or Car in the depth?
Charge in
I
there.
don't know.
Winky, you've
There might
got
be
your
traps.
charge attack. You should charge in there and take out anything you run into.
You're muted.
You should also unmute yourself and put your phone away.
All right, Car, you're up.
Who
Winky
goes
was
first?
stupefied. Point. Go.
All right, I'll go in the room first.
All right.
Yeah, I was about to go walking in.
You get to the bottom of the stairs, and it is like a nightmare down there. There are pieces of body parts everywhere.
Hmm.
And in one corner of the room is a big blob of body bits. You see a bunch of arms and legs, and it's all squirming around.
Okay. And you said the other thing is making its way this way, I guess,
Yes.
to take care of that. I'm going to quickly ascend back up the stairs and be like, get out of the thing's way. There's what I'm assuming is some kind of flesh. What did you call him?
Emanation.
Abomination. Yeah, some kind of abomination down there. So let's let these things fight it out.
All right.
If we help,
the golem
we
has
get in
reached
a
the top
hit,
of the
do we get
stairs.
experience?
Yeah, if we help it, do we get experience? Nope. Okay, we'll let it do its thing.
All right. It's made it to the top of the stairs, and now it's walking down. And you can see the little thing on its arm. It's starting to make a little bit of a whirring motion, and fire is starting to leak out.
You should bless him, Core. Give him some extra firepower.
I'm just staring at it jealously, thinking, man, I wish I had one. I could have had
And
another
the
one.
fire is actually spilling out and dripping on the floor because it's a liquid that's burning.
Don't get it on you.
So, Core, do you think if you got one of those, you could make it work?
I mean, these guys seem to be able to do it. Didn't seem that hard.
The
Well,
thing has replaced most of its arm.
so we just have to replace most of your arm.
I'm gonna have to think on this one a little
But
bit.
Once it gets to the bottom
I
of the
will.
stairs, it starts unleashing fire all around it.
I mean, look at
And
that
you
thing.
can hear squealing noises from the corner.
I mean, it wouldn't cost you an arm and a leg, just an arm, but I think it would be worth it.
Mm. Is interesting. Does it have to be a specific arm? Does it have to be the right arm or the left arm?
Maybe you could
And
attach
so
it
we
like
have
to
this
the shoulder.
conversation for whatever 10 minutes
Yeah.
it takes for it to clear the stuff out.
Yeah, right.
And then it moves to the other side where y'all can't see it anymore, but you do hear fire and more squealing, and then some loud thumping, and then the ground shakes a bit, and one of the blocks on the side of the room ripples.
Don't destroy the treasure room.
I look at the rock and just make sure it wasn't anything special other than a big step or something
It's
falling.
got a crack in it. Something hit it really hard from below.
Well, maybe we just follow the path of destruction and see if there are any gold teeth or ornaments or things like that got dropped along the way.
Okay.
Okay.
So we
You get to the bottom of the stairs, and the smell is pretty bad because of all the burnt flesh
It's a barbecue.
and the burnt hair. Because basically everything down there was randomly growing hair, so it's just a nasty mess.
Ew. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's actually horrid going down there, and you see it to the side of the room, and its left arm is gone.
Something got its cannon before we could do what we wanted to do with it.
Cannon's on the right arm.
Oh, hey, this thing looks like it's just about dead. Do we want to kill it and take the arm?
No.
No.
But maybe if we get another one, it could dual wield.
And befriend it and see if it can
Yeah.
be this princess's personal escort. I like it.
Okay.
And then we
So
could
the
attach Hatala to it. I like
The
where this is
golem is wandering around, burning more bits, and back about where it lost its arm, you can see a large charred remain that was probably about the same size as it.
Can I investigate the mound just to see if there was anything, if there was a reason why it was huddled all in that corner?
The mound that got burnt?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you notice that corner is the moistest corner in the area.
Ugh.
That's the first time
I'm gonna use my
moist has
10-foot
actually made me feel
pole.
uncomfortable.
It was
I'm gonna use my 10-foot pole and poke around a little bit.
it was the est.
There's
Do
a
I need
crack
a?
in the foundation that water's leaking out of.
Oh.
And it looks like it's
Hmm.
the only water down here.
Okay, so maybe it was trying to hydrate.
And you do see that the golem, has passed what looks like the hold that you saw in the previous fort.
Right? Is that on what? You need to check it, press traps and stuff. I don't know. It's not. I'll just. Anybody? Anybody? If not, I'm just gonna go open it.
Hello, stream. I got this. I'm back. Let's do it.
Can
Oh, by the way, they
actually
should
hear
be
you?
able to hear me now.
Eve, is he being heard on the stream?
I have been troubleshooting this entire time, guys, because I couldn't stand it. Somehow my computer went wonky. I actually
And
got
not
what the
being
problem
heard.
was, and I fixed it.
Now we can't hear Eve. She's muted.
Well, the stream kind of like shut down. So
Completely shut
The what?
down?
like there's no. Oh wait, it's coming back. Just give me a second. No, give
Yep,
me. It's
we
okay.
can hear you.
It's just
We can
being
hear
really
you.
weird.
Yeah, like I said, my
Okay.
computer went crazy for a second, and then it actually fixed itself. So I was like, hey, I can click on it now.
Yay! Okay, so
All right.
the fire golem has cleared stuff out. There, we now have a door to get through. Do you want to do some checking? For
Absolutely.
traps,
I
or do you
am
want to just go
down.
barreling through? All right.
Nice little
Let you
mid
get some-
mid roll right there.
Get you some game time in for you.
Okay, Akkar, you approach the door to check it for traps, and a chunk of ceiling falls down and squashes you.
Ouch.
Lord.
And he's
About
dead.
5 feet in front of the door.
This sounds about right. This
Oops.
is my luck. I'm gonna just sit here and groan.
Everyone
That wasn't
watches
even actually a trap.
as Akkar was walking forward. A 5 by 5 by 5 chunk of stone just goes.
Shunk. Old Looney Tunes
5
act
feet or
safe.
5 inches?
We've lost a
5
car.
foot by 5 foot by 5 foot.
Help!
He's
Oh
dead.
my
And the
gosh,
only thing
he's
sticking
dead.
out from it is 2 of his legs and 1 of his arms.
I'm gonna take I'm gonna take his shoes and click my heels together. I'm going to use my power to dissipate the
Right.
rock.
Okay. You dissipate the rock, and he is a splatter on the ground.
You're looking fairly thin today.
Like a splatter, like he's dead.
Is he alive?
Is there any
From
response?
about from a V-shaped area about the side, about where his belly button is, up at a 90-degree angle, has turned to about 2 inches thick.
Okay, he did
Quick.
have more life in him. Can
Quick,
we? What can we do?
get the
He's
bellows
gone.
out and blow him
He's
back up.
gone.
Reinflate him.
All right, you do the mouth to mouth.
No, get the bellows
I
for
can't
the
hear
forge.
anything right now.
What? There's no. He's dead. He's gone.
Maybe our
He-
healer can do something about it.
Do we gotta smash his head
Yep,
again?
gotta
'Cause
reappropriate.
that's what you do now, right? In case of creatures.
What are we
As
gonna
y'all
do?
are arguing, you notice that his body is starting to pump up again.
He's,
Yeah.
let's go ahead and hold the funeral, the memorial for him. We didn't know Akkar long. There was this time he didn't like to wear pants. He was very not a very good shot. Well, he did hit a lot of things actually.
Pantsless.
He hit most everything around him. He did hit.
He hit things.
We were just starting to become friends.
He found that
that's-
trap that one time.
He did. I enjoyed the camaraderie that Hatala and him had.
Akar's head has now come back together. And he's starting to make strange gurgling noises. Yes, that.
Fire.
And
Any
then
other
finally
words?
he's back up. Well, he's down still, but he's moving around again. More than just spasming.
Well, let's bury his body.
I
Ow!
thought we were doing a
Do we
funeral
just-
pyre.
Do we want to put the stone back together on top of him as his tombstone, or
It would be fitting.
Please don't. I don't want to turn into that weird thing that we saw earlier. We're in a place where people come back from death. Do you guys not
yeah,
remember?
did that.
you don't get a vote? You're supposed to be dead, okay?
I can't
You
be
gotta
dead.
make a will and
Nobody
testament.
dies here.
You make a will if you want something done a certain way. After you're dead, we're gonna make the decisions, okay?
Yep.
But nobody dies here.
But he was dead earlier, too.
Yeah, he's already had this happen once.
All right. Well,
All right.
you gotta go. You are now the official trap finder because you just survived having a block dropped on your head. So have
But-
at it, Butto.
Honestly, I
This
don't
is
think
the
that.
longest door opening.
Honestly,
trap
I don't think
check
that
I've
was a
ever been
trap.
through.
I think that was just
He just-
a bad situation.
It's
We'll
just
prove
taking
it.
forever to
And he
get to
didn't
this
wasn't a
door.
survive.
trap.
He died.
What he's
So what do you do now?
We
He was
open
on
the
a car.
door.
He was supposed to be checking the door.
Yeah. Why are you laying down on the job, man? Go open the door.
Katala
I
can
mean,
check, and the door does not appear to be trapped, but it definitely is locked.
Do you want to unlock it, Akkar, or
sure.
you want some
I
time
have
to
already. Hey,
recover?
I survived a giant boulder. Did you see that? I will
Nope.
go for
I
that
did.
one more time.
I have wiped it from my memory. It was too disturbing.
Yes, perfect.
No,
You may
you
wanna
did not
clean-
even get close
You
to
may want to
unlocking that
clean
door.
out your. You want to clean out your pants and squeezed everything out.
I'm gonna turn around to Atala's like it's totally unlocked now, and be like check it, and I'm gonna just step out of the way.
Now we just walk through the. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Hatala, you managed to barely unlock the door.
That
This
one
is
was a
one of the more
difficult one to
complicated
do.
locks you've seen.
Yeah,
Oh,
this-
you
this
locked
was-
it back. Why'd you do that?
I just wanted to see how hard it was for you to do. That's all.
Oh,
And it was definitely a difficult one to do, so I'm proud of you. Great job. Let's move on.
As I'm walking by a car going through the door, I'm going to say dwarves don't celebrate mediocrity. Just keep moving.
yeah, but have you ever been squished by a 5-ton boulder?
That's
I would
not
put
me.
myself in such a position, and that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, but I thought dwarves liked rocks.
Why is he bragging about this?
We know how to avoid them.
So since he died and came back to life, does it reset his age? Is he now like
Does he have baby
He's-
face and torso?
is he
No.
0 years old now?
Oh.
No. It's not that kind of magic.
Look, okay. I'm just really excited because I thought I was dead, guys. Like for real dead.
Hey, can I borrow that
thought you were
10-foot
dead, too.
pole, Core?
I feel pretty good for being,
Yeah,
dead.
there you go.
Can I, like,
This was a
Wow.
lot better than the
Thanks.
last time when I was undead.
smack a car hard enough to, like, possibly break his neck and make it go sideways? And see if it just, like,
What?
snaps back into
Don't
place?
break it. Don't break it. Don't
We
break
need the
my
10-foot pole.
I really
You
don't
have to
think
make an
that-
unarmed attack to do that.
Can I stop him?
I need a dexterity check.
You don't know he's doing it because he didn't say out loud that he's doing it.
Yes.
I hand him
I
the
could
pole and
be
I just walk
observant
through the
enough.
door.
You were unlocking a door and then putting
Aw,
away your
man.
tools. And then he wildly swings a stick in the air, missing a car completely. And now you notice what he was trying to do.
Need it.
I'm gonna just act like I wasn't doing anything and hand a car back the stick and be like, oh, yep, still working. And just,
You mean core?
yeah.
I'm gonna put the stick away.
Guys, we really need to find this key.
Just
I
curious.
know we've been at this one door for 10 minutes.
Hatala,
Hey,
I'm starting to feel how you feel about Nadek. There's something shifty going on there.
I'm
I
glad. you're
thought we
finally
were good,
coming to
Like
the logical.
you-
Hey,
have to
car,
get
I found
door
this
guide.
really long staircase. Come
door.
check it out with me.
Let's try this. The door is actually open. We normally have this much time and length when the door's locked. We need to like actually open it and go
somebody
through it
just swung a 10-foot pole at my neck.
I already went through the door. Let's go. So we go in the door.
now. Through the door.
We
Okay.
go through the door.
You're in the hold room that has all the supplies for the fort. And you
Yay.
notice that the wall beyond it is cracked and broken through, and there's piles of flesh in here.
Boy,
Are there
Is it
any
burned?
supplies that are salvageable?
is the flesh
It looks
burned?
like... No, not yet.
Oh, great. It's not good.
It's wiggling around, and it looks like there's big casks of wine that they've been breaking into.
They all
get
drunk.
the flush drunk, and then let the Bernie guy in here.
And as you're talking about it, you notice that the golem has found the crack in the wall.
We should get out of here and close the door real
we
quick
don't wanna-
before
We
Flambe.
don't want to be. Yeah, we don't want to be on fire.
All right. Y'all close the door just in time for the golem to raise its arm and...
Okay, so we got a minute here. Nita, I need to have a conversation with you.
Oh,
I think
okay.
you need to take some time to get your priorities straight, because the attempt that you took on Akkar, I believe, is a step in the wrong direction for you.
But we need to
Even
know
though
what's wrong with him.
we
We just
that's
watched.
not
We just watched a
figuring
boulder fall on
anything.
top of this guy, and he went flat, and we all just went and kept moving. I want to see what the extent of his powers are. Like,
We had a
that's
whole
be a
eulogy
huge
and
asset
memorial
for us.
service.
You did.
We mourned.
There
He
is
came
a
back to life. It was a
there
miracle.
is a moral
Miracle.
obligation that I feel that needs to come down on this, that you need to be more respectful of the lives of the people around you. Even though it seems like he's coming back to life or whatever, how many times does he have that before he loses his mind? I think you need to think about these things.
Akkar.
Well,
Can
now
I
that you brought it
attempt
up, he's going to think about it and try to figure that out.
Can I
And I
attempt to
do
knock
want
your
to
head
point
off
out
and see
also that
the
we
extent
spent
of your
10 minutes
powers?
trying to get through the door. We got through it, then closed the door again, and now we're spending the whole night.
Well,
Because we gotta wait for him to clean up.
well, to
Oh,
be
this is
honest,
just
We
to
gotta
be,
wait for the maid. This room is being serviced at the moment.
can't yeah. I'm with
Is
Grandpa
there anything
Kilchi.
else to look at?
Can't
Is
we
there
all
anything
just
else
get
in the
along?
rooms to look at
No.
or look around or investigate?
You can look
Know
at the
what the
charred
doors-
remains in the room.
I want to
Yeah,
grab
those
Nadette
charred
by his
remains.
shoulders and I want to look him in the eyes. As nobody dies here.
Oh yeah, but you're
This is
already
where
dead.
we're at. Nobody dies here.
No, he's not
So if
already
I
dead.
hit you, if I broke
He
your
is
neck, you
more
wouldn't die.
alive now. He has no more of the death stone stuff within him. That's been
Yes,
absolved.
I have a life stone embedded somewhere in my pocket.
In your pocket?
So at this point, the wonderful smells of burnt wine-soaked flesh
Yep.
wafts through from the door, and we can go back
And the
through.
golem has walked away from the room now.
All right. Now we put a do not disturb thing on the door and we can head in.
Yeah, after about
You
20
did it.
minutes, you can tell the fire has died down inside, but it's still hot in there.
Again.
What do y'all do?
We gotta find those keys.
Yeah,
Look
if
for
it's
keys.
if it's to a point we can enter, let's try to go in.
All right. You open the door, and most everything in the room has been incinerated.
Can we look for the
Keys
things
should
that
still
have
be
not
fine.
been incinerated?
Well, this is the part of the hold that has all the supplies for the fort, and all of that's been incinerated. All the foodstuffs, all the sundries, clothing, tools, all the ordinary things have been burnt up here. But you can see the door in the back that goes to the vault.
Ah, let's go check out
The vault survived! Yay!
Yeah.
That is something that Nadep and I can agree on, is the vault.
Let's go check it out together, Master Lockpick.
All right, you first.
Either just holding hands and skipping.
Yep. Look, my bad. Now that I know we both can't die, this is gonna be fun. Let's recklessly bound off into abandon and cause all kinds of things.
What did I just talk to you about?
All right, so I'm gonna check the vault door for traps.
Oh,
Ugh.
we gotta use the key.
All right. You are concerned that there is a wicked trap on this door.
Hatala. Hey,
Yes?
I think that there's a pretty bad trap on this door. I think it has to do
That's
with
funny.
it, like involved with this big stone.
All right. Then
Nita,
I'm
did
gonna...
you try to undo the trap?
No, I was just taking a look at the trap.
Okay, so you did a trap finding check.
That was close. That was close.
Yes.
I wanted to look at
You
it.
can
and see what
tell
it
that
was.
their trap is there, but you're not sure how strong it is.
Okay.
All right. Can I tell, like...
See, teamwork.
Well, I
see,
guess
see,
whatever.
teamwork makes the dream work. You know, we both want this gold. Please don't kill me again, or try to.
I'm not gonna try to, but I mean, I'm definitely not gonna be as careful
Next time?
with
All right, I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
with. Well, now I'm not as worried about magic. You know, shoot. If we
Hey,
all
good
get
point.
barbecued for a few minutes, we'll be okay.
All right,
Wait,
I'm
wait,
gonna
wait.
try to
All?
disarm the
No,
trap.
not all. Just
Alright.
you.
Ooh, that's not
Wow.
Okay. You have set the trap off instead.
And we're all three standing there.
Do you remember
You're like, "Huh?"
big heavy knife blade from the trap on the other place you went a long time ago?
Yeah.
That just went and took your hand with it.
It's okay, Hatala. You
I
can't die
pick up
here.
my hand and I put it back on the wound.
And it sticks itself there.
Yeah.
This
I give
is your
it
chance
a
to get
lot.
a foot for a hand.
I give Hatala a high five.
My hands are my business, man. I need these.
You gotta have the
You
dexterities.
can
You took
replace your
8
feet
damage.
with your hands.
Them hands are like surgeon hands, man.
It's strange how good he is, or she is.
I just want to I would just want to say something. She only got one more than I do, and she's better at it.
And only 2 more than I did,
But that's not.
and I am completely.
That was a really bad roll for her.
Yeah, that was a really bad roll.
Those were really great rolls for the two of you.
It's
You
all
rolled
about the
an
luck,
That's like
baby.
comparing your best effort to her just going, eh.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's all about the luck.
All right, now there's a giant metal blade on the ground.
We
Well,
disassemble the trap and put it into a bag of holding.
Where my bag is full with the last with wine.
And it's
Wine
too
cask,
large to go in the bag, so you're going to carry it.
Wiki,
I can
do
do
you want a
that. I
big
have the-
axe?
I want a big axe. I didn't
You
think
can't,
about
it's
that.
metal.
No,
Oh
what
yeah.
we've done before is sold
The
them
big axe.
because we got a lot of money for it.
Yeah. Those blades were worth a lot of money last time. Someone want to do a
Andrea
thievery
Brennan.
check or an engineering check to disassemble it?
Yeah, I'm on that.
Yeah, I think your engineer's a lot higher than my thievery. I think your thievery is a lot higher
No,
than
my
thievery.
engineer is not very high. It's
Oh, it's the
but
same as my
engineering-
thievery, yeah.
All right. You managed to disassemble the blade, but you can't get the rest of the mechanism.
I want to take an attempt at the rest of the mechanism if I could.
Kind
Like
of, is it
thievery
just
check?
regular metal?
You can't really tell, but it doesn't
Ugh.
seem to be tarnished.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, Akkar, while you're removing the rest of the mechanism, you get your finger caught in a spring and it rips your finger off.
Sweet.
I'm gonna pick it up and hand it to him and just like stick it back on the nub and be like, "See, it's fine."
Yeah.
Did you put it on
It's
backwards?
fine. It's fine.
I put it upside
You
down.
took 5 damage, Akkar.
Yeah, it's just to keep
It's,
it.
it's fine. It's good. Thanks.
Now you can shoot
Hey,
2
I
bowstrings.
I
at
need
once.
that.
Put
I
it
need
on
that because I
backwards.
can't shoot a bow without that finger. Honestly, that's the important one. It's the stabilizing finger. I appreciate you grabbing that one for me to death.
I'm nowhere near these people.
So the trap has been removed. The door is still locked.
Yeah, try out those hands,
Oh,
Satala, and make sure they're still
balls.
walking okay.
Mm.
I just rolled a.
You did not get the lock. This lock is an even higher quality than the one on the other door.
I rub my
Well,
hands
there-
together, kind of warm them up, get my fingers nice and relaxed. Then
Dang it!
I
It's
try
not gonna do
I try
either
my
if it's
luck.
Better than the other one.
No, that time you didn't screw up, but you did not get it.
Ugh, and that's expected.
Oh God!
This isn't an ancient vault door type
No, it is
situation.
not.
Either. Okay.
What is the door made of? While they're sitting there trying to pick it.
There we
Iron,
go.
wood, and steel.
That might do it.
You managed to remove one of the tumblers. Okay, Akkar, when you failed your attempt, you broke your tools completely.
Well, that's not something new. That's the second time I've done that.
You've got the second tumbler. You think there's one more.
Ooh,
And you get the third and final tumbler, and the door
That
unlocks.
4 teeter-tottered on my screen, just like...
It does the same thing for everybody.
Oh,
So-
it
I
really
love
it
watching
does?
it get like
Yeah.
you think you're gonna get one, and then it rolls over one more time.
Yeah, because I've never seen it on everybody else's screen, but I could see it like teeter-totter. I thought it was like a different way, but that's actually pretty cool if they
Nope,
could do it
it's-
across
you
all
see the
screens.
exact same thing.
That's pretty cool.
So what do I do?
Go through the
I
door.
step back and let the door openers open the door.
I will open the door and go.
Hey, wait. Whoever's got the shield, bring the shield up and open the door. Just in case.
Here, just use that metal blade we're holding.
So who's going first?
I'll go through first.
Okay. You open the door, and you're looking into the larger portion, the more secure portion of the vault, and there's actually stuff in there.
Alrighty, I would like to look around and see what I can find.
Okay.
We all go in and look around.
You can. Need it. The one thing that draws your attention is a box in the back of the room.
I would like to open the box.
It's got a hole in it where you can stick your hand in.
I will stick my hand in the box.
I want to look for anything magical. Should I do arcane or should I do a perception check?
And do our
Like specifically magical items that would stand out. It's important.
You're not going to be able to do that without using detect magic.
Oh, yeah,
Which is
okay,
magic.
True. So just a perception check, I guess.
All right. Nita runs to the back of the room and sticks his finger in his hand in a box, and there is a loud snapping sound.
Well, can't die.
Yeah, but
Like-
you could lose a hand because it could be stuck.
They do
in
feel
the box.
pain though still, right?
Yes, this is hurting, and that hurt a lot, Nita. 9 damage, and you feel like your hand is being crunched in a metal vise.
You're just torturing yourself.
Would be like, you didn't tell me it hurt.
Well, the first time I died, I didn't feel it, so
I'd like to attempt to remove my hand from the box.
All right, make a strength check.
Where's that? I guess I could just go character page. That way. Sorry, guys, it's been a minute.
yeah.
Where's this?
Sorry about that.
Got it?
Apparently not. Why is it so difficult to find this thing?
On the first page where it shows your strength, you can click on this word strength.
Well, yeah, that would.
Or just roll a d20 and add your strength modifier to it.
Let's do that because it's not letting me click the word strength. Oh well, all right.
So 1d20 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you manage to pull your hand free, and one of your fingers stays inside the trap.
Which finger?
The middle one. Please let it be the middle one.
Wait, how many fingers do dwarves have?
Same as everyone else.
Just making sure.
5, unless it's a cartoon, then it's 4.
Your thumb.
My thumb? No.
Oh.
This is not okay.
Your thumb on your right hand.
Oh. I look
All
at
right, Winky, come smash this box open.
I'm gonna look at Hatala. It's like, should we pick the lock?
Hold on. Let me look at the box. I want to see if there's a way that the box can be opened.
All right, make an engineering check.
It'll come eventually. There it goes.
All right, there's an easy lever on the back that opens it. It's a common rat trap.
Okay.
I release it. I get it open. I give him his finger. I give him the finger.
Snatch it out of Atala's hand and stick it back on.
All right, and it drops to the floor.
And it drops to the floor?
Yep.
It won't reattach?
Nope.
Run out of the room. See if it works outside the room.
I'll go outside the vault and put my thumb back on.
Nothing happens.
I'm going to be frantically attempting to put the thumb back on until we can figure out what's going on. Sorry, guys. I
You
may
may
be able
not
to
be
do
affected the same. Eve could sew it back on for you, I think. And at least then it would attach
don't really want
normally. You know,
to,
like how.
So.
Yeah, well, see,
You
okay.
try to find a new thumb.
All right, Eve. See, think about this. This is his thumb.
There are spells that would allow you to grow it back, but
Could
you
I
have to go to a
replace-
town and pay someone to do that.
So Eve,
Could I replace that digit with a stone thumb?
I wanna address you logically and say this is his thumb on his right hand, his weapon wielding hand. So now we have one less fighter among us. So
But
He
does
wasn't
he have
really a
ever
fighter anyway. I mean,
you
he
got a
doesn't have
point.
any
You kind of
spells right now.
got a point there.
So the only thing he had was his axe, which he just lost.
He's currently going through a lesson, okay, and we're gonna just let it play out.
All
I
right,
would like to
but
try
you
to
can
create
fix it later, right, Eve? Or should we go ahead and try to fix it now so we don't
No,
have to pay
the
somebody
spell
later?
is way beyond Eve.
Can I create my
I mean,
own stone
Like I said,
thumb?
the very least it could be sewed back on.
Hey, Core.
Nadep, what if you try to take another finger off and swap the fingers around?
No. Not at this point.
Hey,
I am still freaking out about
Core,
how to get my thumb back
Core,
on.
do you still have that lump of snow that you gathered that we were going to melt for water?
No, I had to get rid of everything.
Oh man, because I was
In
going
order
to
to
put it
fit
on
the wine
ice.
cap
That way
in
we at
here.
least could try to save the thumb.
Okay, sit down, Neetup.
I'm going to sit down.
All right. Do your treat wounds.
I will.
When they sit down,
Knock
and
him
I'm gonna
over
lean
and
up.
over.
I'm gonna lean up to Neat Up, and
I
I'm
just-
gonna whisper, "Do you want to test some stuff on yourself now?"
I'm going to have to physically restrain myself from just snatching her by the throat.
What?
Because you can't.
I go to grab her by the throat. My hand just slips off the side of her neck.
All right, Eve, you did not screw it up, but you did not succeed.
Darn.
So I think we should
You
check.
get one more try.
I'm gonna calm down and sit still.
Stop
and try
moving, Neetup.
Ooh.
All right, you managed to expertly sew it on, but you're going to have to burn one of your healing spells to actually make it stay.
Okay.
Because you physically attached it, but now it needs to be re-knitted together, basically.
So he's going to be
Yeah,
without his
okay.
axe for a little
just-
bit. This was almost like that one-off. Where I lost a
Moving
lot.
one finger off. What?
No, when I lost,
We got a hand off, a finger
no,
off.
I'm talking about that one off that we played where I lost my weapon and my arm and everything, and I was just kind of standing there. It's still flat-footed. I'm gonna lay down.
Very fun.
I'm gonna lay down, guys.
When you voluntarily go prone.
Yes, it was bad. It was really bad.
So my thumb is repaired. We're good to go there.
Yes.
I am going to almost have like a complete like break of personality and just turn to Eve and like go down on a knee and go ahead and go, I will fully submit to the princess for her powers. It would have been completely useless. And so going to be more of a defensive situation in that role. And it's going to be a very different approach to that relationship
I
moving
pat you on
forward.
the head. Okay. Think you need it.
All right. So everyone else is looking around the room now, and you notice that there are some coinage in here, and there is some stacks of paper script, but you don't know what they are, of some kind. And there is no books of anything, but you do see two small boxes that are locked. Ornate boxes. Both of them are metal.
I'm gonna. Car. We may want to both look at these, make sure there's no traps before we get into them.
Yeah, you
Check out the
you take the
manuscript.
lead. I'll give you an assist if needed. I'll be behind you.
Oh my God! How did you know?
It's been that kind of night.
I tell you what, I'm not gonna use a hero point. What happens?
No, that's the
Oh,
Okay.
that's the rat trap, man.
You start
lose all.
checking it for traps, and the lid pops open because it wasn't even locked, and whatever's inside tumbles out and behind a dresser.
Ah, crap. Why does this always happen?
Always
Just
happens.
start smashing
When
the
have you ever
dresser.
had something fall out?
Wait, don't
But
smash it. Don't smash it.
Can
Can
I
I tell
smash
my
the
rat
dresser?
to get it?
oh,
No.
ooh,
good
Ooh.
use of
Okay,
animal
it's like-
companion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the rat would fit in there perfectly.
All right, little rat. I also
Can
have
you
trained
talk-
animal. I feel like I can be good
I
at
can
this,
talk to the
but
rat.
anyway.
If you have trained animal, make a roll to see how well you tell it to go do it.
Okay, wait. Just like a hold on. I don't know. Just like a normal D20
It's nature.
nature. Okay.
Not
All right.
bad.
You manage to tell the rat what to do. It goes back and comes back with a gem.
Oh, okay. Hoping
Like a
you
key
didn't die,
gem,
little
or-
buddy.
It looks like one of the key gems.
Okay.
Good thing it wasn't a creation stone, and now you have like a fire rat. I don't know. That would actually be kind of awesome.
It's entirely possible that could have happened just
Yes,
now.
yes.
Like the
Alright,
things
I'm
we
gonna
didn't.
let it climb back on me, and I'm gonna give it a treat.
What's your rat's
But
name?
okay,
It's squeaking at
Telmar.
you and poking you in the head.
Yeah, I want
with its
to.
nose.
I want to congratulate your rat. Your rat did awesome. Tell him I said that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
I mean, Winky can talk to it.
yeah. I
But
try
the
and
rat
keep
doesn't
Winky away
really-
from them.
Well, I would feel
rat
that
really
the rat
doesn't
would
do a whole lot of
understand
talking.
Eve as well, even though the Eve doesn't know what the rat says.
Just commands.
Yeah.
Listening.
We
Yeah.
know. We understand each other.
Winky.
The manuscript.
Winky.
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 He's just nodding his head. Say something, boy.
Oh,
There it is. There's a realization. He's like...
Are you muted now?
He said it sounds like the rat is screaming. Is it? Did it see something?
What?
See
What's
nothing.
wrong? I'm gonna take it in my hands. What's wrong?
It's squeaking.
Winky, tell me what it's saying.
Do you speak to it, Winky?
I speak to it, yeah.
Because you have to activate your power. It's not you hear every animal around you. You're not Dr. Doolittle.
Thank goodness. That'd be really
Get over
annoying.
here and talk.
Yeah, that would
When
be...
you start trying to talk to it, it's saying there's more back there.
Okay,
More
can I smash?
gems?
Ha ha ha. Wait.
Can I smash it now?
No.
We gotta get all the other stuff off first.
Send the rat back in to get more.
Can we move
Wait,
it?
can we see down there? I don't want him to get infected.
Can we move it?
Well, yeah. Can we move the thing? I mean, just move it out of the way and.
No, it's a built-in.
Oh well.
I'd like to drop
They
to
have
the
to
floor
send the rat.
immediately and like
No,
look underneath
why
let-
the
can't I
dresser and see what I
smash
can see.
it?
Let's check.
No, there's a gap between the front and the back on the wall.
Oh, on the back. I got you.
Why can't I smash it?
Because we haven't
Because we
checked
don't
it
want to
yet.
break anything that's in there.
We haven't
Why don't
checked
we?
it yet.
Why don't
Why don't
we?
we take everything out of there?
Or we could take something to wedge behind the dresser and the wall and like pry the dresser off the wall.
Or I could smash it.
Calm down, Winky.
Core's got a 10-foot pole. That's a good bit of
Take
leverage.
everything out of the drawers if you don't
Okay,
want to
your
break
rat
it. And
worked before. I'm gonna trust Charles on this one and send my rat back down there.
You're trusting your rat. What's your rat's name again?
Kel9.
What?
Kel9.
Okay. Your rat goes back and comes back with another one. That
Do it
looks
again.
just
Do
like
it again.
it's going to take too long.
Oh my gosh, it's really fast. Just shut up, Winky.
and it's squeaking more.
I'm gonna talk
Go
to
back if there's more.
All right, it goes back and comes back with one that's a different color.
What color is it?
Like a greenish blue.
Okay.
The other two were yellow.
Okay. Is it still squeaking?
No, it's done squeaking now.
Alright, come back,
It's
little
looking
guy.
for your pouch that has the snacks now.
Alright, I'll give him some snacks. I also want to examine him. Make sure
He looks perfectly
healthy.
normal and happy.
Yeah. Anyway, y'all, you got your stones, guys.
Nice. Good job, Mr. Rat.
We also
Or is it a
collect the
missus? I'm
money
sorry. I should have
and
asked.
manuscripts, and there's still another chest, right?
Yeah, there's another box.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not trapped
You've
with
had
the other
time,
person.
Core, to look at the papers, and it looks like they're little bits of paper with a person's face and numbers on them. It's a whole stack of them, a lot of them.
Like mug shots.
No,
Like
more
one
like
They're all
his
the
money.
same face on all of them.
Money.
Oh.
Tender.
Do
I
I
don't know that.
recognize
I've
them from
never
the
heard of
dream?
money. Huh?
Do I recognize the face from the dream at all?
It looks like him, yeah. But overly stylized, made to look even more strong than he really was.
Hmm. Okay.
Like a very flattering drawn portrait.
Can I make out what it says? Is it just like a propaganda pamphlet?
No, they're numbers, and the numbers seem to be in denominations that seem like coins.
It's like taxes or something?
You don't know. There is on the back side of it propaganda talking about how they owe everything to him.
Okay. Share what I learned.
Interesting. It's very interesting.
And as you look at it, there are different denominations throughout them.
So could we deduce that these are used for exchange of currency?
They do remind you, if you've ever been to a trader who does a lot of trading, like the notes that they make when they do large shipments between different traders.
Sort of like banknotes. Old school notes. Okay.
It looks like pre-printed notes. Normally, the ones you've seen are handwritten, and then have the seal of the person who owes it.
Well, these are worthless, but they'll be good fire starter.
Well, there's a
Well,
possibility
that
that
depends.
there might be a
That depends on
Yeah.
how vain this king guy is.
yeah.
Well,
It's
The currency is just built upon the gold that it's based off of.
yeah, but
in
this
this
almost
How do you-
seems like
how do you know that?
This seems like IOUs.
We're not supposed to
type
know any
thing.
of that, apparently.
Yeah,
But-
you guys ever heard of like IOUs? You know, like say, hey, we can't pay you right now.
We just go to
but,
the royal treasurer. We'll hand him this, and we'll get the money.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Did y'all have that? In
All right,
y'all's, in y'all's
I
towns
stashed
that
it in
y'all
my
grew up
pack.
in? Did y'all have that?
What's in the other chest?
All right,
I'll go
are
look.
you going to check it?
I'll go look. And this is a difficult lock for me.
All right. Were you trying to unlock it?
Yeah.
Okay. You're sitting there trying to unlock it, and your broken pick breaks off inside the lock.
Oof. I thought I had multiple picks in my lockpick kit.
No, once you break it, the kit is not useful
The
anymore.
whole kit? I didn't think
You
about that.
You gotta fix the kit or replace the parts.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I thought there was multiple picks in the kit. Yeah, that's my bad.
It's a set of picks as the whole kit.
That's my fault.
So now
What is
there's a
the-
broken piece of metal inside the lock.
Well, I guess I'm gonna try and get that out while also picking the lock.
With your engineering skill,
Make a
you should be
thievery
able
check to
to.
remove the piece first.
So that would be non-lock picking, right?
It'll
don't-
be lock picking, but it won't actually pick the lock. It's just to get the stuff
Okay.
out.
I just need to know if I got my plus
Yeah.
2.
What was that about a hero point earlier?
Right now. Hero point
Hey.
right now.
Okay. You're trying to pick the lock, and you have wedged the piece in there to the point that the lock is now fused.
We might have to break this one open.
Core, can you summon your
I'm-
fire to melt the piece?
I messed
'Cause
it
it's
up.
a thin metal piece. Is there a way that you can melt the lock
I mean, there's
pick
other.
without
It's just a
disturbing the
wooden
tumbler?
box, right?
No, these are metal boxes.
Oh, dang
Yeah.
it.
Is there a way that you can melt the piece itself without disturbing the tumblers? And that way we
Why
can
don't I-
pour out the liquid metal. I don't know. It's your
Or-
ability.
I mean,
I'm just
if he can
spitballing
do
here.
that, he could just melt the box.
Or here, I'll just put my axe up
But if
against
we
where
melt
the
the
latch.
box, then we destroy what's
Yeah,
inside.
just break it open.
Yeah,
Break
I'll
it.
put my
Force it open.
I'll put my axe on the top of the lock, like where the latch is, and get Winky just to smack it one good time and cut the lock off at the latch.
Are you able to do that without a thumb that's working properly?
I will give
He has
Hatala
to
the
hold it
finger.
there.
I mean, I can use my dagger.
I'll hold
Well,
my.
her healing spells made his thumb useful again. It's just not full
Oh.
strength.
I can
Yeah,
hold my
okay.
hatchet there if he can't hold his axe.
I was just
Sounds
trying
like he
to
can do it. Sounds
engage
like he
Winky.
can do
Because
it.
the,
Let him-
the
let him
hatchet
do
has
it.
a blunt side to the hatchet, so
So Winky needs to make an attack roll. All right. You manage to hammer the hatchet, and it cuts through the lock, and then part of the bottom of the box, and down into the dresser.
that's a little excessive, Wiki, but awesome job.
Hey, we just wanted it open. We're good.
We're good.
Thanks, Winky.
We're good.
Okay. You
You
open the box now?
Yes.
All right. When you open the box, you notice the room drops 5 degrees colder instantly.
Does it look like the piece that was put into the machine, or similar to it?
There is a frosty blue gem inside.
Use the tongs.
I started to reach for it and then stop and then
Use the
get the tongue
tongs.
So this reminds us of the what was that called? Cold?
Cool.
The Cold Titan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The cool gym.
is it
Is like cool gym, something like that?
like this is what the worm is after, right? One of them?
It looks like a piece that the worm would be after.
Okay.
It looks like a fire gem, but the opposite in temperature.
Is the
It's
box
blue.
big enough that we can just pick it up and carry it with us?
Yep. But there's a slice on the bottom of the box now, and cold is leaking out of the box now.
Will. Are you muted, Kylie?
Uh
I was talking to her, so
Ah.
don't worry
Okay.
about me.
can it be placed in one of the ethereal wood things that we have safely?
The gem?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
too
still have the
cool.
little round case.
Yeah, we'll just put it in one of those, and then when we get out, we can like lay it on the ground somewhere out there so the worm can get it.
Yeah, draw the worm away
Whatever has
from
to
the
happen.
citadel.
Give it to the elves.
We could draw the
elves.
worm away from the citadel for us to have enough time to
The
get
elves.
into the
The
citadel.
worm's fine because
The elves.
the shield keeps it away. No, I agree with you, Core. I'm good. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm just trying to get
Sorry.
a car.
My
I'll
brain's
straight
trying
over
to go
here.
fuzzy.
Yeah, it's because you're an hour later than us.
Yeah.
All right. So what do y'all do?
Except for him, it's almost 11.
Yeah.
We only got a few minutes left.
That was the only thing in that box.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we have the key we need. So
Yep.
I mean, we need to head back, go through the portal and use the yellow key, but we can give this gem to the elves as well.
All right. Y'all make it back. Y'all head back to the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gathered all the gold.
Yeah. Everything in the room of value.
Yeah. For now, y'all are just gonna put it in the bag, and I'll tell you what it is later.
Sounds good.
All right. Y'all make it back to the room that has the portal, and the golem that was asleep is now wandering around that room.
We just walk to the portal.
Okay. You step through the portal, and the elves at first are looking really worried,
Nothing
but then
wrong?
they
Is there
drop
something?
their guard once they see y'all.
Oh, they didn't know it was
Oh.
us.
Okay.
So we have found at least one of the gems that the worm is likely looking for. Would you guys like to take care of this, or do we need to get it to the worm? What would be the best plan of action?
And the wizard-looking one goes, "You didn't touch it, did you?"
No, we've learned from past mistakes.
Oh. Do you pull out the box it's in?
Yes.
And they're like, "Oh, ethereal wood. That's smart."
We weren't. Yeah, we got there eventually.
Good job, Hatala. That was Hatala's idea, by the way.
And he reaches into his sack and pulls out another ethereal wood container. He opens it up, and inside you see one red gem, one white gem, and another blue gem.
No, you should take the red gem, Core. Go ahead and absorb
Well, I
it.
mean, you should probably
That's-
ask first.
It's
Oh, yeah,
but there's
sorry.
it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a fire gem. It could be like warm.
Yeah.
Because we've realized there's
Not
a
just
whole other
hot and
market
cold.
here.
Yeah.
Blends.
When that opened, did you feel anything? Like he's obviously
there a
falling
pool?
he is falling asleep.
When you
Is there
start
a
paying
pool?
attention to it, yes, you do feel a pull to it, but it's a weaker pull than you think.
Oh, it is weaker. Interesting. I'd like to just ask the elves about the specific gems, if those are branches from the parents.
Well, we found this one here when we were on the outskirts. When looking around, it was in an old ruin just outside the area. I believe this one is a combination of earth and fire. If memory serves me, I think my master at school called it magma.
Mm.
That sounds interesting. No, put my hands back in my pockets.
But you do
Mhm.
still feel the pull of the fire from it.
Okay.
So if you purge the fire out of it, does it leave just the earth?
I was wondering, but I don't want to get infected with something else also.
What if we
What
both
happens
touched
if
it at the
someone
same time?
touches these? I'm sure at some point someone has touched this and
Most people get consumed by the energies and are destroyed.
hmm.
What about the ones that
It's a
survive?
rare individual who can take the energy within them, but it still leads to
Oh,
death.
Like immediately?
Most people die immediately. Some few individuals can take it in them and they will slowly die from it, like it poisons them.
Oh yeah, like the take our souls out thing.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
was
I
the
was
same
talking about.
thing
Can
we've
can
experienced. I was
somebody
just making
more
sure.
highbrow
You know,
explain
I'm
the
gonna
procedure?
I'm gonna go ahead. It's gonna be a weird statement. I'm gonna go touch the magma.
I'm
He
just
pulls it
gonna.
away. What are you
Are
trying to
you
do?
asking?
You gotta
I was gonna
explain
try to take the
yourself. You
power.
gotta ask them and
I'm
explain.
You're
able
going to
to
take the
absorb.
power? It'll
I'm
kill
able
you.
to.
Do you
No,
s-
he's blessed by the fire
do you
titan.
you
do you
see
see
the?
this guy? Look at this guy. That's not.
There's
It's
a.
not gonna
Do you see
hurt
the
him.
gem in his head?
Wait, what?
He's
You
Yeah,
wear a
blessed
we
by the
helmet
went over
most
that
of the time.
earlier.
He's
Remember?
wearing his
Took
helmet.
the
They
hat
can't
off.
see it.
And they look at it and he's like, oh,
Like that, with the hair and all.
We did
okay.
this
Yeah,
before.
yeah, the hair and all. Yeah,
You want to touch it?
I'll touch that. I'll touch the magma.
He pulls out a pair of tongs and holds it out for you.
Oh, I like your
Well, you
tongs.
don't have to actually touch it, do you? You can
Man of
just
quality.
you can pull it from the stone without
No, he has
touching
to
it.
touch it because it goes into his skin.
Ah,
Yeah, he's always
That's
touched
okay,
him.
okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if he
yes.
could.
I'm a little
So
concerned
did you
about
hold
the
your hand
earth
out?
part of it. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about the earth part, but let's do this.
Don't worry,
Don't
the
worry
Depp
about
has already got the earth part. He
He
can help
touches
you.
it into the hand, and there's a flash of light, and the red melts out of it and flows into you, and now it's just an earth stone.
it. Hand it
All
back to him
right.
before you get infected by it.
Yeah, I'd just drop it.
Okay? And he's amazed, like, he hands the box to someone else, pulls out a notebook, starts writing.
Princess Eve, I believe that it would be in our best interest for me to absorb the Earthstone powers. What say you?
You can't do that. You don't have this ability.
I hate to break it
Look.
to you, but no.
But I can do it. I believe if I try hard enough, I'll do better.
Has
I
anything taught? Never
He's had
mind. I'm not
direct
going to ask this
contact with the
question.
living fire titan.
Yeah.
You have not had
That's what I
direct
was about to
contact with
ask him.
anything.
I was about to ask him, and I
in
was like,
your
he's just
best.
gonna lie.
He would. He would definitely would.
If you do not agree with it, then I will respect your word. Then
Yeah, you saved his
I'm
thumb.
only
Fine.
looking out for you, okay?
Yeah, you definitely saved his thumb. I think he's got you. You got him unlocked.
I'm gonna give her 2 thumbs up and smile.
All
A very pained smile, but a smile.
All right, you put the blue stone in there.
Yes, I
Do
would
you?
assume we put the other stone in.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
When
don't
you
need
do,
this.
the two blue stones touch together and become one.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Interesting. But the other ones of different color, when they touch, they don't combine.
No.
So it's a forced process to combine stones, but naturally they'll join together. Okay.
But you do notice the white stone is starting to shrink a little bit.
Oh, because the white stone has a little. It's because white is cool, right?
No,
White is life.
White is life.
no, it's the clear white air one.
Oh.
It looks like
Interesting.
lightning.
Why would it have shrunk?
And the blue one's getting a little larger.
Oh, because the blue one is part air.
It's absorbing,
absorbing
that
it
part.
into it and making the air.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Gotcha.
Yep. And
And
eventually
do y'all-
the clear stone is gone.
Was that an intended thing that y'all wanted to happen?
The person holding the box is just kind of staring dumbfoundedly as the wizard guy's writing even more now. And
Okay,
no
I
one's
guess that's
saying
a
a
no.
word.
I'm gonna look at Atala just as she says. I don't think that. I was like, yeah, I don't think they planned that.
You can get the exchange of notes later
Hold
on by the
Yeah.
campfire.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yes, I do. I would like to ask you some questions
Yeah,
because
I have-
as he's watched, your little headband got a little larger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the full crown. So
It's gonna actually end up being horns, just like one central horn and like branching off.
He's gonna be
Okay.
He's gonna
All
be
right, all right, Hellboy.
Yeah.
All right, so you now have three
Corn.
key gems: two yellow and a blue-green.
All right, so
Those
now
are
we
the,
want to
try those.
the blue the yellow look like ones we've used all the time, right?
They look like the two you brought back from the other fort.
Use the
Okay.
blue green.
Yeah.
I would expect that those two would have gone to the other fort, so they may not work at all.
Or they
If we
may
put 'em in
have.
there,
They
because
may
those
work.
portals were.
They may work, but we might end up in the middle of a war. So let's not use those.
Well, no, I
It's
agree. I was just stating what I believe they were. I agree with you on that.
need to
So yeah, we're gonna
need
try this different colored one, but I think Eve needs to do it for sure.
the princess,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, Princess Eve.
Proper titles.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you hand her the blue-green?
Yes.
Of course. Yes.
I don't
Eve,
know
what do you
why
do
I
with it?
wanted songs just now.
We're at the little portal thing.
You get the archway.
Yeah,
Nice.
because
I'll put the blue one in.
All right, you put it in, and there is a purple-colored portal that has appeared.
I will check it out and make sure it's safe for everyone. So I'll step through it.
And you hit into it.
Oh.
Like
get
hitting
that
a wall.
permission.
With your
We need
permission.
Yep.
permission.
He don't get permission.
You're allowed to go to the portal.
Now that I've
No,
saved
he
your
does
thumb.
now.
All right,
You can.
you try again.
I'll try again.
You hit it again.
Darn.
You may need to be holding the thing. You might have to hold it and then toss it through the portal, and then the next person toss it. Next person toss it.
Well,
Why don't we all just
using
hold hands?
the
yeah. Why don't we? I'm gonna put.
Well, we
my,
can try that.
I'm gonna put
but
my hand on Eve's shoulder. It's like I'm gonna go with
Quiet.
Come
The
on.
princess is
Let
trying
Eve,
to
let
speak.
Eve talk.
I'll take the stone out and try the other one.
The other ones.
other
The yellow ones.
I wouldn't do
But
that.
Yeah.
Princess,
leave
you are,
those
you are
open.
confused, unfortunately.
Those are the
What?
correct. That's the correct portal.
It's a
Those are
different
the
color.
other ones. I was just.
Those, yeah, those are regular
There's-
ones, and they
We already
probably
have
go
this
to where
one.
all the bad guys are.
There's one blue-green
That was
Okay.
what we
stone
discussed
that's
earlier.
combined.
Well,
Yeah.
I wasn't listening, so.
Yeah, that's why we were like stopping you from making a mistake.
Princess Eve.
Alright,
if you don't
anyway.
want to go
Okay.
alone, I'll put
Yeah.
my hand on your shoulder and I will follow you in. With your permission.
I take Needip instead.
Okay.
So
I'm
what do
gonna
you
take
do?
Needip with me. I'm gonna walk through.
All right, you hit the portal.
Are you okay?
That was in. I'm fine. I don't know.
should command the door to open.
Bren says, "Flesh demons."
What do we do?
We need your help.
All right, we have the scepter or the rod or whatever. We have the right key. It's a purple portal. Why is it purple portal?
Royalty
Yes.
was what
Where
I
we
would
wanna
go with
go.
there.
We need permission to enter.
If you bring the stick up to the portal, will the stick go through?
Does
You
stick
touch the
go
stick to the
through?
portal, and the portal changes color.
Da-na-na-na.
We
It's
figured
now
it
a
out.
royal blue.
So purple is you can't go through. The stick activates it, and it's like the iris for Stargate, but it's magical.
What's Stargate?
Ooh.
Let's
There's
walk
this
through it.
thing I heard
Okay,
of.
me need to talk to.
Oh, is it some lore, like some like fictional
Yeah,
story you heard
old
about?
story that my dad told me
Oh,
before
okay.
he.
Died
Yeah,
tragically.
I've never heard that story, but thank you for sharing.
So what do I do?
We go through the
Go
portal.
through. I go
Yeah.
through the royal blue portal
Okay,
with a lantern. With a lantern.
and we're gonna stop right here.
Figured.
Awesome.
Oh man!
Nice.
Cliffhanger.
Nice. Good
there.
ending right there. Good ending. All right. Well, guys, if y'all want to know what happens next week, tune in. We'll be here at the same
Although
time.
next week is Thanksgiving, so we may or may
Yeah,
not be
won't be-
playing. It depends on everyone's
likely won't.
This
plan.
is true. This is true. But check in nonetheless. See you guys
Next
later.
time.
See you guys later.